also known as Mia, a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology, Professional Writing, Master's degrees in Public Administration and Criminal Justice, and you are welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. So on Fridays, I stream at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We started the stream a little bit early today, about an hour early. How's everyone doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey Pizza, glad you could be here. So on Fridays, we do my manicures. It's also a little bit cold in here, so if I'm not shivering, but do a blanket a little bit, because we just stay warm. But hello Air, glad you could be here. Oh yeah, one moment we did fix my glasses. As you guys know, if you're a returning supporter, these were one of my favorite pairs, and they broke, so now they're only streaming glasses that we can use in the house. Hey V, how are you doing today? It's been a while since you've been on a stream. Hey Leon, how are you doing today? I took these glasses to a lot of glasses eye doctors, and they were like, they're broken, they can't be fixed. And I put some super glue and I fixed them. So I think I got some glue on the lens a little bit, so I gotta scrape it off, but they're good. The only thing is the prescription can't change, right? And I can only really wear them inside, because if they break outside, we're not doing that. But hello, Evan. Hey, Ollie, how are you doing today? Oh, you're getting new glasses tomorrow, Evan? Very nice, very nice. Do you have any idea on what type of glasses you want? Are these new? No, Evan, these are not new. These are my same Burberry glasses that I had in the past that they broke, and they broke, and then I took it to eye doctors asking if they can fix it, and they're like, no, they can't fix it. They were telling me it was broken, but I didn't listen to them, and now they're fixed. So super glue does the job well. Hey, how are you doing? Glad you could be here, KV. How's everything going with you? I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and y'all are welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome, as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. So make sure to consider liking the video, subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to leave a comment. I'm definitely able to answer your questions you may have. And if you are a TikTok supporter, definitely go to my YouTube channel at Uniquely Mia. Subscribe to me there. And if you're on YouTube and you want to follow me on TikTok, feel free to do so as well. We really appreciate the support. Evan said I have a new pair that's purple. Okay, cool. I do have a pair of purple glasses. They're cool. So yeah, purple is a fun color for glasses, Evan. Nice. What shape are they? Did you go for the square? Did you go for the round? Hey, how are you doing, that girl? Glad you could be here. Evan said, I already ordered them. Okay, but I got them at a cheaper price. Okay, that's good. Always go the most affordable route. You usually only buy one pair every 2 years. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Normally, yeah, in the past I was like that, but yeah, normally now, the thing about me, I get good quality glasses. At least I try to. So like, you don't need glasses every year, right? You really don't. If you get glasses you like, you just need to change the prescription. But sometimes when you have insurance, that's why people say they get glasses every year, because the insurance pays for it. So like me, next time, the only reason why I'm quote unquote wanting new glasses is because I had 2 pair of really cool glasses, which was this and my purple ones that my mom bought, and obviously these broke, so I can't wear these outside anymore. So but yeah, that's a good time frame. Every 2 years you get a new pair of glasses, and then you'll level up. Like these, I have these, right? This was my first pair of glasses that I ever got, and I took it to the store to try and change the lens, because the frame is still pretty. I still like the lens, but they were gonna charge me like $100 to change the lens, which is not bad, but I'm like, let's just wait and see if I find better glasses, so that way they just charge me the 100 and they'll put the lens into the new ones, right? So keep your frame. Your frames are good if you like it. Thank you so much for liking the stream, Yara. I really appreciate it. How are you doing today, Yara? Hey, Sarah, how are you doing today? Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Glad y'all could be here. If you have a question, comment, or concern, feel free to type in the chat. But today we are doing my nails. These are my natural nails. I like growing out my natural nails, so I like to do manicures on Fridays. Happy Friday to everyone. Hopefully you're staying warm in the state of New York. The weather has definitely warmed up a little bit, but then I looked at the weather, and the weather services, they said it's another snowstorm is passing through this weekend, actually. So hopefully it's not too bad, right? I'll let y'all choose the color for my nails. I have pink, but I'm not really wanting pink. Like, pink is my favorite color, but you know, sometimes when you overdo a color, you don't want to like use that color anymore. I feel like that's how I'm starting to feel pink a little bit. So we're gonna take a break from the pink this week. Hey, Gigi Cat, how are you doing today? today? Glad you could be here. Hey, Aaliyah, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. So I already took off my nail polish. I wanted to take off my nail polish earlier before the stream so I can let my nails breathe, my natural nails breathe a little bit. So we did that. My nails are definitely getting a lot stronger, so that's really good. I found that I'm able to like take the nail polish off my nails and I don't feel pressured to put nail polish on immediately. So that means it's getting much stronger. So whatever I've been doing has been working. I've just been fluctuating between a whole bunch of different nail hardeners. But how are you doing today? Gigi Cat, also known as Cats and Pokemon. Evan, welcome. What's your name? Moo, welcome. V, let me know. Aaliyah, Ali, Kiara, Sarah, what are you guys doing today? How was your week? Would love to know. Your nails are so long. Thank you, cats. Yeah, they're definitely growing out. And today I actually filed it to make it a little shorter. So something that I didn't, because like as I told you guys, this is the longest my nails has been growing consistently, because by this point last year, my nails would have broken or I would have bitten it off. So I'm trying really hard to see how long I can take care of them without it breaking. That's why this finger is shaped kind of funny, because it did crack. It did want to split, but I realized if I cut it into like this stiletto shape, I can keep the length, right? So I'm trying to take care of my nails. And one thing I found that I never used to file my nails to make it shorter in the past, and I feel like that's why it used to break. So I'm starting to file my nails now to make it a little shorter to see if that can help with the longevity of it, right? Hey Sam, how are you doing today, Sam? You chose blue? Okay, nice. Yeah, blue is definitely a pretty color. This, like, both colors are pretty. So, yeah, the sky blue, though, it's nice. And they're both LA colors. As I say, LA color is like 98 cents to $2 max I ever paid. The most money I've ever spent on nail polish is probably like $5 or even 10. Well, I spent $10 on a nail product, but it wasn't nail polish. Yeah, it's a lot of money, guys, but I don't go to the nail salon, so I don't feel bad about spending that much on my nails, because my mom will go to nail salon and she'll pay like $18 for just one pedicure. She gets no nail polish or nothing. I spent $10 on some nail products, or one nail product that can last me for a few manicures. So I'm just taking off some of my cuticles. I haven't done this in a while. Remove my cuticles. I should be pushing it back. Where's my cuticle scraper? Okay, I was thinking I lost products for a second. Let me pick it up, guys. But let me know, how's everyone's day going today? What did y'all do? What did y'all eat? It is Friday. What are your Friday plans? Okay, let me see. Hey, Jedediah, how are you doing today? Kat said, today I ate, okay, a Karanis rice bowl. Okay, cool. I've never had that before with veggies. So, okay, you went out during lunch to eat food. Okay, nice, but it's okay, because I planned it. I'm going to my friend's house after work. Okay, nice. Sounds fun. Have a great time with your friend. That sounds really cool. How did Dungeons and Dragons go? I know you said that you were playing that. You were going to start that on Monday, I believe. So, did you guys finish the game, or did you guys have to take a pause? Yeah, nail salons can be gross. Yeah, especially, that's why you got to go to the right one for sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's why my mom, like, sometimes she looks at the products. I feel like that's why it's good to bring your own products sometimes. But some of them, for sure, they can definitely be gross, especially like what neighborhood you go in. Yeah. But yeah, I've like when I was younger, I used to get pedicures because my mom would get it. But then, like I said, I realized I like my natural nails a lot, and then they just don't take care of your nails when you go to the nail salons. I mean, they do if you find one, but at least in my neighborhoods that I go to, they don't take care of your nails. When you go there, they just do like the fun, pretty stuff to get the polish on, but your nail health is not prioritized, I found. Hey, how are you doing? I'm glad you could be here, 1314. Glad you're doing great today, Jedediah. What did you do today to make it a great day? Hey, how are you doing, King Storm? Glad you could be here. Do you watch Death Note? Because I just started. No, I've never even heard of that show. What's it about, and what streaming platform is it on? You just reminded me. I have to watch the movie for Sunday's movie review. I have time. But guys, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna watch it by Sunday and we will talk about it. So guys, I really don't watch TV. Like when I was at school, I watched TV because once I was done with my schoolwork, there was nothing else to do, right? But since being home, I just haven't had to watch TV, right? So I forgot. So, but thank you for that. Ask me that question because I have a movie that I have to watch by Sunday for the movie review, so we can discuss it. Okay, what are we saying? Kat said it was really fun. Okay, Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, you do it every Saturday. Okay, cool. The game is definitely not over. I don't think it would be over until like, wow, in a month or two. Okay, let us know as the game progresses what you think about it. But that's definitely a lengthy game, a lot of time commitment there. Okay, it's anime. Okay, yeah. I haven't seen that. Like I like anime, but like the streaming platforms that I use is mostly Netflix when I do watch shows, and Netflix doesn't really have a lot of anime to my knowledge. But I'll try to remember the name, so if I ever do find a streaming platform that has a lot of anime, I can check it out. I know one anime TV show I really want to see that I saw clips of it on TikTok. You know, sometimes when you're scrolling on social media, they have like the movies there or just the shows. I saw, what is it, The Spy Family? That looked like a cool anime, but I've never actually fully seen it. Hey, Mr. Universe, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey, Timothy, how's everything going with you today, Timothy? Hey, Eric. Kat said, okay, Death Notes is an anime. It should be on Crunchyroll. Oh, it might be on Netflix? Okay, so I'll check it out. It might be on Netflix, okay. You're great. You're probably the best. Thank you so much for your kind words. Kat said it's a pretty brutal anime though. It gets crazy. Oh no. What makes it crazy? I'm gonna look and see if it's on Netflix. I'll check it out. Because I know people said Netflix has definitely upgraded with the TV shows and movies that they have on it. Okay. Like, I haven't even finished watching. The last show I was watching, guys, was when I was at school. I was watching, what is it? Welcome to Derry. I didn't finish watching. I think there's like 3 episodes left that I need to watch. I haven't finished it. But they said they said some of my favorite characters didn't survive anyway. So I'm like, oh well. So it'd be interesting to see how they take out Pennywise in the TV show. So we're just removing some cuticles right now. I don't do this every week, but I find that the weeks that I skip cutting my cuticles, that's when you tend to have a lot. Okay, we're cutting it off. I can't really give you a tutorial on this, but all you gotta do is push back your cuticle and cut the dead skin. If it hurts, stop cutting because that means you're actually cutting your skin. You can also cut hangnails with this, which is pretty cool, I find. Hey, Nikki, how are you doing today? So now that we did that, I'm going to get a base coat that I plan to use this week. But let me read some of these comments. And I do have a poll happening. What color do you guys think I should paint my nails? Do you think I should do green or blue? I think what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to do one color for both hands, and then maybe go in and do a design. I'll see how I feel after. That's how I decide if I'm actually doing a nail design. I paint my nails first with the base coat, and then I'm like, this needs to be jazzed up a little bit. Okay, what are we saying? Kat said Spy Family is so fun. It's a great anime for your first anime. Though, yeah, like, it looked really cool. So that's an anime that I do want to see, Spy Family. Kat said, I need to log off the internet. Not my phone, but the YouTube stream. It was glitching for some reason, the stream. Off the internet. Let me know if anything happens on your end with that. If the quality gets bad, I'll connect back to the internet. So let me know, guys. Kat said, all right, back to work, but I have my headphones in. All right, shout out to you, Cats, for always being on the stream, even when you're at work. Hopefully, your work day is going great. Continue to move forward. Normally, you said you finish at 5, so you have less than 2 hours. Keep persevering. All right, Timothy said, I wish I was you, and I wish I was you. You were so nice. Yeah, don't wish that you were me, because I don't want you to be me. I want you to be you. Timothy, all right? I want you to be uniquely Timothy because you are unique in your own unique way, right? Never wish that you were somebody else, okay? There's only one of me. There's only one of you, Timothy, all right? But What did you do today, Timothy? Do you have any weekend plans? For everyone on stream, let me know. Would love to know. So I'm just cleaning behind my nails. Like, yes, I wash my hands and it's really it's clean, but like I found when I remove my nail polish for some reason with the nail polish remover, that's when nail polish gets behind my nails. It's really weird. So I'm just taking the cuticle scraper and just scraping off some of the nail polish that got behind my nails while I was actually removing it. Hey, Modern Elegance. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here. And I found what really tells me that my nails grew when I look at it this way. Like when I look at my nails from the back side, I'm like, wow, this got taller. Not taller, but it got longer. My nails grew. But when I look at it just like front, I'm like, yeah, it's long. But it's really when I look at my finger from like this side, I'm like, okay, that's kind of long. I don't know. I feel like I may cut it down. I don't know. We'll see. Because I like long nails, right? But I found that my hands, you have to get used to long nails. And I found that like sometimes I'll pick up my phone or I don't know, I'll just pick up something and like I forget that my nails are longer. So like my fingers can't go like down as much as it used to, right? Because my nails now. So I found that I'm hitting my nails and that hurts and that leads to breakages. So I might cut my nails shorter. I don't know. Or I'll just have to like remember to move a little slower with my hands. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Ashley. Have an awesome day on your birthday. Thank you for tuning into the Uniquely Mia's live stream on your birthday. Eat a lot of cake. If cake's not your forte, eat your favorite meal because we all have to eat. What are you planning on doing today on your birthday, Ashley? Welcome back. 97. We are not doing black nail polish this week. I actually had a black manicure set, black and white, for last week, or today. I took the nail polish off today, right? So that was my manicure for last week. I don't like doing the same colors back to back. So I like to mix it up a little bit. So these are the two colors. However, if you want black nail polish again in the future, subscribe. I tend to do my manicures on Fridays around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On the streams, as long as I'm in the house, then I'll do a manicure on Fridays around that time, right? So yeah, and thank you so much, Timothy, for being on the stream today. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my full nutritional YouTube videos or YouTube shorts. For everyone remaining on, I would love to know, what are you guys planning on doing today? Hopefully you had a great week. What did you eat? If you have a question for me, if you want to start a conversation, get my opinion on something, drop it in the chat. Remember, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I have a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology, Professional Writing, Master's degrees in Public Administration and Criminal Justice, and you're welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. I have fashion videos, travel videos, eat with me, technology videos, days of my life videos, and a lot more. I am also an author, guys, so I have 2 books. This first book is available for y'all to purchase on Amazon. Go to my YouTube homepage, click links. A link will take you directly to Amazon. This is titled The Adventures of Uniquely Mia from the USA to the Caribbean West Indies. And then this book is called Uniquely Mia's Coloring Book. It is 77 pages. All proceeds goes towards paying off my student loan debt. And if you would like to purchase this book, go to my YouTube homepage, click links, and a link will take you directly to Amazon, or go to Amazon and type in Uniquely Mia's Coloring Book. For the supporters who already bought the coloring book, I would love to know, what do you think about it? Were you able to color it in, or are you just using it as a decorative item in your home? All right, Kat said, oh yeah, and the nice rice bowl. Oh, it's pulled pork. Oh, okay. Do they have like vegetarian versions of it, or is it only like pork versions of it? But it sounds good. Good afternoon, Tony. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here on the stream. It is Friday, which means it is Uniquely Mia's manicure times. So yeah, I was looking at my nails. I really controlled myself this week, and I was like, I'm not going to change my nails earlier than Friday. But my nails, it really needed to be changed. It really did. That manicure was on for a long time. I think I left it on for like, if I'm being honest, I don't know, like 7 days, 8 days, and that's the longest I ever keep a manicure on. Just because like it gets old. When your nail polish gets old, it dries up and that could break your nails, right? And in my defense, I don't take care of my manicures, because to take care of it, I should have been adding top coats. I wasn't doing that. I was lazy. Welcome back, Timothy. How are you doing today? Well, you just came back. Did you do anything interesting off stream? I'm looking for my base coats. I'm missing some base coats. I probably left them in my room, guys, because I don't see my Steel 8. I only see Nail 8 in here and Sally Hansen. And I know the Steel nails, the steel nails, that's not finished. So that fell out of my nail shoebox. So we have the choice between Sally Hansen, Advanced Hard as Nails, or Nail Aid. I think I'm gonna go with the Nail Aid. I like the Sally Hansen, but I find that the Sally Hansen Advanced Hard as Nails, this, I like to use it when my nails are really weak, because this makes my nails so stiff because it's hardening it. Like, it's really making it hard, right? And when if your nails are too hard, it can snap and break off. So my nails are pretty hard right now, right? So I don't need like a 100% nail hardener. So we're just gonna go with this 3-Day Growth by Nail Aid. I also have the collagen one. It's not my favorite by Nail Aid. This was my first time ever trying it. My mom got it for me for Christmas, so this was the first time me trying it. I don't know. It's really weird. Like, it dries weird. It dries really dry. And then when you put polish on top of it, I just don't like it. So this is what I'm going to use once all my other hardeners are finished. Let me see what y'all was saying. Yeah, what's your question for me, Timothy? Hey, Glenn, happy Friday. Happy Friday. How are you doing today? Yes, yes, Tony, I do my nails myself. I change my manicure too much to go to the nail salon. Like, sometimes, like, if I do my nails today, right, if I do my nails when I do my nails on this stream, if it gets messed up after the stream, or if I don't like the color, I'll change my nail polish on Sunday. I don't know why I'm like that, right? or like if I do my nails on a Friday, right, for the stream, and I choose a color that, like, I'm not 100% connected with, right? But you guys like that, I'll paint my nails in that color, but I'll change it to the color I want after, right? Or if I'm going on vacation, right, and I need a new manicure, I'm not gonna go to the nail salon and pay. I'll just do it myself. So I say I do my nails too much. I have a desire to change my nails too much to go to the nail salon and have them pay for it. Tony said, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but tomorrow's temperature are going to be like negative 10 wind chill. No, I checked the weather. I checked the weather because my mom and I do have to go outside tomorrow. We got to go to the gym. We've been slacking on the gym, not because we want to, just because it's been so ridiculously cold, right? So we're going to the gym tomorrow. And then we also had something else we have to go do tomorrow. And I was like, did we check the weather? And it's really cold, right? So, but my mom and I were just gonna have to layer up because we got to go outside tomorrow. So we'll just layer up. Long johns. Luckily, we went to the Peach State and we found some very thick scarves and some gloves that keeps our hands nice and warm. So we'll be good. But my mom said it's gonna snow again. And, like, if you've been in New York and you look at the roads are now starting to clear up from the snow. And I'm like, oh, great. It was now looking semi-clean and a little bit normal, and now the snow wants to come again and ruin it, right? It really sucks. So we're going to go with this Essie Break Fix. I've been using this, like, literally every week, and it works. It's been working. I keep putting it on because I want the breakage to grow out before I cut it, because I don't want to cut my nail. So it could be short. But I find that it's my thumbs that are splitting. So my thumbs, it seems like, is the ones that wants to break first. But this has been holding it together. So literally, this is a stiletto shape. I had to cut it in this shape because I did not want to cut it. Hey, Cam, how are you doing today? Glad you could be on the stream. How's everything going with you? Kat said, Amazon was going crazy. Wait, 1 second. With my coloring book, you had to get a replacement because, oh no, it was lost in the snowstorm. Oh man, somebody got a free coloring book. It was lost. Oh no, but yeah, I understand that the snowstorm, but, like, they got lost. But at least Amazon was good to send you a replacement, Kat. And once it comes to you, hopefully it's coming soon, right? Because I know you have been eagerly awaiting that coloring book for, like, weeks now. So yeah, it's coming. It's gonna get to you soon. And once it gets to you, let me know what you think about it. Cam said, I chose green, but the baby blue is pretty too. No, that's funny. You chose green, but you're like, do the blue. Okay, they're both really pretty colors, but I have to go according to the poll. This week I was just going to choose, like, one color for both base coats, like, for my nails, and then maybe I'll do design on top, maybe not. But yeah, this green is like a deep forest green. Like, green is not my favorite color is not really, but I do like how it looks because it's like a deep forest green. And then the blue, you were right, the baby blue is a really pretty color. Like, it's very pretty. It's vibrant and everything. Okay, what are you saying? Wow, it's snowing already? Wow, squirrels, stay warm. Snowing in the middle of Pennsylvania. I forgot to ask. So, Cam, did you get your snow when Queen Mother and I were running out of the Peach State? It was snowing, and you said you really wanted the snow. So, did you get your wish? Did the snow actually fall down for you, or no? My mom saw a video from North Carolina, and it was like snow everywhere. Like it was literally white outside. That's how much snow it was. Cam said, I never understood lost mail. Like, where is it lost at? No, it's a good question. And at which point of the delivery process is it deemed lost? And like how? No, that's a really great question. You know what? I guess somebody was slacking on the job. Like, when you think of lost mail, that had to happen. They were slacking on the job, because I think that's why when you get your UPS packages delivered, they have so many stickers on it, right? And your tracking numbers in the system, so they're just continuously scanning it. But I guess it either missed a scan, right? Or, I don't know, just went through without somebody not doing that. But that's a good question. At what point is it deemed lost? Like, honestly, it was probably delivered to somebody else by accident and they didn't return it to sender. So, yeah. Or they didn't return it back to the post office. Okay. Cam said, yes, I got snow. Okay, it didn't stick, but it snowed for like a good 4 hours. Okay, nice. Glad it didn't stick, because, yeah, one thing about the Peach State, as my mom was saying, like, I guess the government doesn't have, the right equipment. So when it snows, and when it snows and it sticks, everything shuts down, right? And that makes it a very dangerous situation for people to drive there. So good thing it didn't stick. And at least y'all got the snow for the people who wanted it. You saw the pretty, I guess, white scenery outside with the snow. And then you didn't have to worry about the hassle of shoveling and it turning to ice. Here in New York, there was a snowstorm literally like 2 or 3 weeks ago. There's no snow outside. There's still ice outside with the snow, right? What happened? Right there. I couldn't clip it on. So that's the good thing about that. So I didn't put base coat on. What I did, I put the Essie. So I like to let it dry. Sometimes I put 3 coats, but I found, I'm showing you the one. I'm showing you this side. There's no polish on this side. There's nothing on that side. But this side right here, that's where you got the product. It's a little shiny. You can see a little bit. I only put 3 coats. I only ever did 3 coats when this nail actually split. Like, it was a full clean break, but I had to take it off. I'm like, I'm not walking around with a broken nail. So that's why I cut it into this stiletto shape here. Hey, how are you doing, Bumble? Glad you could be here, Bumblebee. Cam said, okay. I've had a package mistakenly delivered to a different house next door. A mistake by a driver who didn't read it close enough, okay? And that was all. They wouldn't go retrieve it. Like, what? No, like, lazy. Like, they're being lazy, right? And like, I'm not saying it to say, oh, the driver's being lazy, so it's bad. But, like, I guess we all have a bad day, but it's like, at the same time, you chose your job, right? To do your job good. Like, deliver the package correctly, right? So, yeah. I mean, have I ever had a package lost? I had a package. What used to happen, my packages were never lost. It was like people would say it was delivered and like it was never actually delivered. And before you guys were like, Mia, maybe somebody stole it. I remember one time I ordered something from Urban Outfitters. It was a fanny pack, right? It was on sale. So that's why I really wanted it. And it was really pretty. I still have it. They sent a replacement after, right? So I remember I was tracking it, and Urban Outfitters said my package was coming between the times of literally like 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. Do you know I refused to go outside that day. I refused to go outside for the whole entire day because I knew people would steal packages in this neighborhood, right? So like I literally waited by the door, was looking outside the whole day. 7 p.m. It's pitch dark outside. My mom was like, the package isn't coming. I'm like, they have until 8. Do you know the minute it hits 8 p.m., it says the package was delivered and it was never delivered? I'm like, what are you lying for? I've been here for the whole entire day. My package is not here. So that's what made me really upset with the delivery people. So I've never had a package lost. Or have a package lost or stolen. I've just had the delivery driver saying they've delivered my items, but my items have never actually been delivered, right? But all the companies, they have been really good at like like either sending a replacement or just refunding you or refunding me when that has happened, right? Okay, what are we saying? Kat said it's so annoying and they don't let you request a new package. Wow, until 7 days later. I did not even know that. Wow. After just the expected delivery date. Yeah, that is annoying. That is crazy. And it wasn't even like your fault or anything like that. Wow. That's crazy. No, I'm not getting your chats or your comments, Timothy. Your most recent comment that came through on my end, Timothy, was you asking me if I'm getting your chats. And then it says, if you are, can you read this? So yeah. I know if your comments are too long, if you go over the character limit, sometimes YouTube won't let it send. So consider making it a little shorter. Yeah. So we're going in with a base coat. As I said, this is the Nail Aid 3-Day Grow brand. I use this a lot. You're a newcomer. Okay, welcome to the channel. Timothy, the algorithm knew that you wanted to be part of a community where you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness, so I recommend the channel to you. Make sure to like the video and subscribe so you never have to leave. Glad you could be back on today. I know you were on early. You had to hop off, and glad you could be back. So do you guys have any weekend plans if it's not going to be negative 10 degrees where you're at? I actually have to check the weather for tomorrow because I know different areas of New York, it's different temperatures, right? So I'm actually going to check the weather for my area to see if it's negative 10. Because if it's negative 10, I don't know, but I just said they said it's probably going to feel like negative 2 between certain times of the day. Okay, so this is the first coat. My nails are not that yellow. Like, yes, there's a little bit of yellow. It's not because they're dirty. I wear colored polish on my nails every single week, so it's gonna stain my nails a little bit. But I thought that it would be much more yellow, so I'm actually probably gonna put 2 coats of base coat on because I think the more layers of base coat you put on, it's building that barrier for your nails. Kat said they kept saying that the package could show up. I was like, yeah, it could show up, but it's not 100%, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Timothy said it's like 2 degrees outside. Wow, dress warm, Timothy, or don't go outside if you don't have to. Hey, how are you doing, Chief? Glad you could be here. How's everything going? Timothy said there's so much snow. There's even ice falling. Wow, where are you located, Timothy, if you're comfortable sharing? By the way, go ahead and call me Harmony. All right, I'll try and remember that. Okay, will do. So Harmony, what state are you in if you're comfortable sharing for ice? I know yesterday I was outside and it was really sunny in New York, right? So that was an opportunity for the snow to melt. And literally I looked up at a building and I saw an icicle. Do you know, like when you watch movies and you see an icicle? I literally saw an icicle attached to a building. It looks so scary up close. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, because when you watch horror movies, you know the icicles are like a weapon. It's not a good weapon, right? If you watch horror movies, right? So, but it looks so scary up close. And it was literally on a building. And then I was like waiting for the bus. And then when you're sitting down, there was snow on top of like, I guess the seating area, and a piece of it literally fell down. That's really dangerous. I didn't even notice there was snow up there until that snow fell down. So the sun was good, right? Glad the sun came, but I hope if it snows, it's not a lot because it's just going to make outside look like a mess, honestly. So we're putting on the top coat, not the top coat, the base coat. One thing that I've noticed, or I'm noticing the longer my nails get, it seems like my product is finishing faster because I need more product to like distribute on my nails. So yeah, we're gonna put a second coat. So we're gonna let this dry a little bit, put 2 layers to form that protective coat in. I do have Vaseline for my nails. I use it to moisturize my nails. It's good form of chopstick as well, I've noticed. Chapstick, right? So yeah. But I like to moisturize my nails with the Vaseline after I do the manicure. Sometimes I do it before, but like it's very moisturizing. If you have dry skin, Vaseline is really good. And so that way I know I like to give you guys nail tips throughout the process. So if you want to grow your natural nails and you see videos of people telling you to buy cuticle oil, they're selling cuticle oil for like $10, $15. Do not buy that. You know what you can use is cuticle oil, baby oil. What's even better than baby oil? Lotion. What's even better than lotion? Vaseline. And that's your cuticle oil for y'all. And your nails will grow. It'll be moisturized that way. All right, what are we saying? Okay, Harmony, read that. Kat said, yeah, it's supposed to snow tomorrow for us too. Really? Oh, wow. So it's like Snowstorm 2.0. It can't give us a break, man. That's crazy. Hello, Bright and Brido. How are you doing today, Brido? Kat said, hey, Harmony, that's a pretty name. Yeah, like when I heard the name, it reminded me of Fifth Harmony a little bit, but I didn't want to say it out loud. So yeah, that's really cool. Really cool name. Oops. How did my phone just put me in timeout? Not timeout, but I've set a time limit on my phone. I always forget about that. Sometimes I'm just scrolling and I'm like, oh, my time limit has passed. My phone will let me know. Do you guys have you put that on your phone before, a time limit? I mostly did that to see how long I spent on social media. So I think I put a time limit on my phone for 2 hours each day that I can be on social media. Obviously, when I stream, I exceed that 2 hours, right? So that's why it's not like locking my phone out immediately after 2 hours. Kat said, they just cleared the snow for us too. Not all of it. Yeah, but the bigger chunks are gone, yeah. And now it's going to snow again. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, and I saw a video on social media. Somebody posted showing New York, and there's other areas, I guess Harlem in New York, where the snow is just so much snow. And they were like, this snow's gonna be here until June, they said in the comments. And everybody in the comments was like, yeah, I agree. The snow's gonna be here until June because it's just so much, right? And the only way it's really honestly going to melt in the winter is with sun. And at least for New York, there's not a lot of sunny days in this winter. So I can see the snow staying here until we get closer to the summer months. And then now more is going to fall. Well, fingers crossed, because they said the snow warning was only for one day. Or it's not even a snow warning for New York. It's just an extreme weather warning for tomorrow, right? And they said that's only for one day. So hopefully not a lot of damage can be done in one day with the snow. The way it got to like the way it is now is because snow was like continuously falling for like 2 days straight. So let's hope it's not bad. Fingers crossed it's not too bad, guys. So we're just going in with a second base coat. Is 2 base coats required? No, it's not, but I like to do that because I guess 2 reasons why I like to do 2 base coats on my nails. 1, you're building that protective layer really well, and then 2, you can like cap the edges. So when you cap the edges, it just protects your nails a lot more. And sometimes when you put colored polish on your nails, you forget to do that because it looks kind of weird. But with clear nail polish, it's okay. You can do that. And if you mess up, nobody's really going to see it because it's clear polish. Okay, let me read some of your comments, see what y'all are saying. Brido said, doing great. You're eating jollof rice and fried plantains. Okay, nice. Glad you're doing great today. And that sounds good. I do agree with Kat's with that one. That sounds really good. Kat said, for us, we have sun. Oh, okay, nice. But it's gone by 4. Okay. And it's so windy and chilly, so I don't think our snow is going anywhere either. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not good, man. But at least, you know what the learning lesson is? You know what I'm hoping? Because even you yourself, Kat's from Boston, you said that your state did not do a good job the first time with the snowstorm or clean up the snow. So I'm hoping that they learned, particularly New York, just all the areas where it was just really bad for multiple days. I hope they learned from the first snowstorm of showing, hey, don't let it sit for a while. Make sure you actually come out and clean up, because I know they did come out and clean because the roads, like you said, the big chunks are gone, but they took forever to do it. They really took a long time to do that. So if snow falls, and it's a lot of snow that falls, hopefully they come out literally the day after or even the day of if it's safe to do so, right? Because I think it was just the government employees and just like, I guess the sanitation workers and the people who clean the snow, they were just taking too long to come out and do it, right? So that was the majority of the problem, I feel like. and then you have to travel, and then with the public transportation too. I don't know if it happened in your states, but like they decreased services. It was like holiday schedule, so like the trains, the buses, everywhere was just so overpacked and crowded with people. It was really, really crazy. Hey, how are you doing? I'm Jean. Glad you could be here. Hey, Gold. Glad you could be here. Okay, what are we saying? Read that. Hey, Jordy. How are you doing today? Medi or Petty? Wait, what? Medi or Petty is priority, which is important. Do you mean a mani or a pedi? Like a manicure or a pedicure? Is that what you mean? For me, my priority is my manicures. My mom's, her priority is her pedicures. But like me, I do my nails. I do not care about painting my toenails. I really don't. In the summer, my mom, she made me get a pedicure in the summertime. Last summer, literally, I got that pedicure like in the start of June. Do you know when I went back to school, it was the nail polish, the residual nail polish was still on my toes until like September because I refused to take it off. Like it wasn't because like I could have taken it off. I was just lazy with it, right? Because my nails take priority, right? If I see nail polish chip on my manicure, I'm immediately changing it if I can, or not immediately, because as I said, my nails was chipped for like 3 days and I didn't change it, but that's because my nails are stronger. But like when I want to change my nail polish, I'll change it as soon as possible when it chips, right? I try to religiously change my nail polish every week. If that's just like taking off the old polish and just putting clear polish on, if I don't have enough time to do the whole color polish thing, I'll do that. So yeah. But what's priority for you, Jordy? Kat said also, did y'all hear on Groundhog Day, the groundhog saw shadow. So we'll have winter until early March. Cats, what do you mean we'll have winter until early March? Was that normal? We know. Well, what do you mean we'll have winter until early March? Do you mean winter like where we could wear light jackets in early March? Or do you mean winter where I'm gonna still have to be wearing this big old heavy leather jacket with like 3 pair of pants outside? Is that what you mean, Cats? That's crazy. What? You're pretty as well, Rosaline. Thank you so much for your kind words. That's a really pretty name. How are you doing today? I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and the algorithm knew that you wanted to be in a place where you're welcome for your positivity and uniqueness, so it recommended the channel to you. Make sure to like the video and subscribe so you never have to leave. Today is Manicure Fridays. I cut off my cuticles. No filing my nails on this stream because I did shape it a little bit today prior to the stream. My nails are oh, wait. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah, my nails, it's kind of growing and it's kind of starting to slant a little downwards. That's just how your nails naturally grow. When you go to the nail salon, they tend to like file underneath it, right? To make it just like a nice straight point for you. I could do that, but in the past when I was younger, I used to do that because I was like, this is weird. Why is my nails growing and why is it curving down? Because I didn't know that was how your nails naturally grew. So I would take my nail file, and I try to file it straight, and you know what happened? That's when my nails broke. So with natural nails, you will also have the natural nail look of the curved nails for you. It's mostly what are these? My pointer fingers. These are the fingers that you see the curve the most with. When it comes to like my middle finger, my pinky, you rarely see it. At least for me, I always saw it. It was always distinctive with my pointer fingers. Okay, what are we saying? Hey, Syria, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. How's your week? How was your week? Syria said, hey, y'all, I'm here for the calm before the storm. Oh, there's going to be a storm where you're at, too? Man, I guess at least you know what this winter is saying. This winter is saying, hey, if one state in the U.S. is going to get hit with something, all states are going to get hit with something. So let's stay warm, stay warm. Syria's like, I'm late. Right is here. Hey Drake, how are you doing today? Yes, we got the Burberry frames fixed. I had to fix it. I just took some super glue. My mom found it in the house, and we took some super glue and super glued it together. So that shows you do not listen to the eye doctors. The only downside is that I will only be wearing these glasses in the house, right? Because if I take it outside and they break, that's gonna be weird. I could lose something, right? Lose a lens or something. And 2, is a little wonky, not wonky, but if you look up close, you can still see the residual effects of like the glue. Not the neatest job, but it's something. And the lens can never change, right? So when I get a new prescription, I mean, it can't change because I don't want to risk it. But they're good streaming glasses now, and I'm happy that I at least fixed it so I can at least wear it now again. But how are you doing today? Drake, what was your week like? Brighto said, I'm frying an egg. Okay, cool. Fish. Wait, I'm frying. Oh, okay. So you're not frying egg, you're frying fish. I said you're frying egg because I saw the emoji had an egg in the pot, but you're frying fish. Okay, cool. You just love eating nourished food, okay, that I cook myself. You just like eating outdoors. Okay, yeah. So it's awesome that you know what you like and you do what you like. So very, very good. Shout out to you for that, Brighto. Shout out to you for that. What are we saying? Brighto said, I also love making smoothies. I've never made a smoothie before. What's your go-to smoothie to make? Okay, for you, it's beetroot. I've never had beetroot before. But you said beetroot grape is good. Okay, cool. For drinking after food. Nice. Sirius said, hey, Cats, because of you, I'm on my way to get the donut. Yours was smacking. Yes, I saw that video, Cats. It really looked good. It looked like one of those fancy donuts, but when I say fancy, it was just really decorated really well, right? But it looked good. It looked like cookies and cream. It looked good. Drake said, I have some, okay, only difference is your glasses are square. Oh, okay, cool. So you have Burberry glasses, but yours is square. Nice. Yeah, I went to the store because, not the store, but the eye doctor. When I was like going to eye doctors to try and fix them, my mom has a specific eye doctor she likes to go to. And I tried on a pair of Burberrys that were square and they were pretty cool too. My mom was like, my face is for Burberry glasses because literally we were trying on a whole bunch of different frames since we were already at the eye doctor, and all the other frames she was like, no. She's like, no, that don't look good. No, that don't look good. The minute I found the very frame, she's like, yeah, that's for you. We left it because it was $500. Mind you, this was $500 too, right? But like I wasn't on the hunt for glasses in that current moment of time, so I did leave them. But at least now I know what brand fits my face, so I can be on the hunt for affordable Burberry glasses, right? So yeah. Hey Mark, how are you doing today? You tried to call me yesterday, but the only thing with YouTube, you guys can't call me, but you can send me text on YouTube, Mark. So yeah, next time you want to get into content with Uniquely Mia, go to one of my full nutritional YouTube videos, YouTube Shorts or YouTube live stream and send a text via a comment. And text messages, there's a delay in responding, right? So there will be a delay in me responding to y'all. Sometimes I'll already be on YouTube, so you'll get a quicker response from me, right? But yeah, can't call me on YouTube. Sirius said, the week's been good. Okay, nice. Glad you had a good week. You just got back into the groove of work, and you're excited for the Super Bowl this Sunday. Okay, nice. Is there a particular team that you're rooting for the Super Bowl Sunday? Kat said, that video was recorded literally a year ago. Really? Wow. I don't know why I never posted it. You just randomly found it in your camera roll, and I was like, oh, yeah, like, hey, shout out to you and your phone storage, Cats. Because me, I delete my videos too much, man. It's really bad because, like, it's not bad, but it's so bad how quick I delete my videos because, like, I will go outside and I will film a whole bunch of content, right? And I will edit that content the same day, and then the minute it's posted onto the cloud on YouTube, on TikTok, I delete the video. So my phone, there's no old videos in my phone. The only time there's old videos is, like, if it is, the videos that I really want to keep. And the reason why I do that is because I remember like the first year, I was like, when I went to Guyana over the summer, I was like, I want to record as much content as possible, and my phone ran out of storage. No matter what I did, how many photos I deleted, no matter how many apps I deleted, my phone was not going back to like the original empty. And that made no sense to me, right? Because you would think when you delete all your pictures off your phone, because my phone was telling me I ran out of storage, right? So you would think when you delete all your pictures, when you delete all your apps, you would have storage back. Nope. So that showed me once Apple tells you your storage is like filled up, no matter what you do, they want you to pay for more storage. So it's not resetting for some reason. So now, particularly with my new phone, I told you guys I'm going to try and make this phone last like 10 years ago. I was like, that's not possible, but I'm going to try. I don't want this phone filled up with storage because if it fills up with storage, it's useless to me. I need the storage for the videos, right? So yeah, that's why I delete so much stuff. So shout out to your phone and storage, Cats. Brido said, For detoxin smoothie, okay. You take, I need water. I take cherry, orange, cucumber. You just put it in the blender, okay. That's it. You add a little bit of water and it's so nourishing. Okay, cool. Sounds good. 1 second. I need chopstick, not chopstick. So 1 second. Okay. Vaseline, multifunctional, right? Or transferable, like those transferable skills. That's what chopstick is for you. It's my chopstick, so yes, I can put my finger in it and use it as chopstick. Okay, I'm the only one using it, to my knowledge. If anybody else uses it, it's my chopstick. Why are you using it? Putting my finger in here for like to use it like that. So yeah. Hey Bob, how are you doing today? You need help? Call 911. All right, Bob. I can't help you, but call 911. I can help you with being your positive, authentic, unique self, motivating you to do so. I can help you by educating you and trying to further your cross-cultural knowledge, right? Please do not spam the chat without asking, alrighty? So I'm going to end the poll because I need to start putting some color onto my nails. So putting your final votes. Hey, how are you doing? Ashley, glad you could be here. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here. I'm going to end the poll in 5, 4, excuse me, 3, 2, and 1. Let's end the poll. Okay, I think blue won, right? Yup, so blue won by 61%. So we're going to be painting our nails this color this week. This is really pretty color, and it has a gel-like shine. It's regular polish, but with a gel-like shine. Love to see it. I think this is LA Colors. It was more so on the high end, so it was most likely $3. Let's see what we're saying. Kat said, I have a Google Pixel phone. Okay, nice. Oh, it comes with 1 gigabyte of Google. Oh, okay, that's why. Google Cloud storage. Okay, nice. Very nice. How much does Apple come with? I think Apple comes with iCloud. I think Apple comes at 5 gigabytes, but it fills up so fast for some reason. But you know what I figured out? I figured out how to empty it. So I just have to remember how to continuously empty it. And something else that somebody said, they said I've never tried it. If this phone runs out of storage or is close to running out of storage before I want it to, I'll try it. They said you should reset your phone. But I want to avoid resetting my phone as much as possible because it'll literally reset everything. Like all my pictures will be deleted. All my accounts, like I have to write down the passwords, right? But like everything, it'll be like a new phone. You have to create a new iCloud and everything, right? And I would have created a new iCloud account for this phone, but it didn't give me the option for some reason. I guess my phone number transferred everything, which is weird. So, but at least I have an idea of what to do if this phone is close to running out of storage, but I want to try and avoid that as much as possible, right? So, but that's pretty good what they give you. So are you able to choose what goes in, like what you put into the Google Cloud storage? Because with Apple, you're not able to choose what goes into Google Cloud storage, to my knowledge, which really sucks. Bob, if you have depression and anxiety and TBI, call the number 988 if you're located Guys, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? SOS. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, don't sing. Can you hear me? I don't know why you guys can't hear me. You can hear me? Okay, nice. They can hear me now. All right, thanks, Drake. Sorry about that. I was saying so much stuff. All right, last thing I said was no, Syria. I do not religiously watch football. Like, I've seen people, other people in my house has watched football, so I'll look up and I'm like, ooh, very cool, very cool. I'll watch the Super Bowl just for the halftime show, and when I say I'll watch the Super Bowl, it means I'll go on my iPad and I'll Google the halftime show. So I'll try to memorize the time when it's actually just going to like happen so I can see it live, right? But like, yeah, I'm not really a sports person. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not really a sports person, honestly. Like, I wanted to play soccer when I was younger, just because one of the Bratz characters, when I saw the Bratz live action movie, she played it, and I thought that would be really cool. Because I saw a Bratz character do it, so that was cool. Drake is like, Mia was just yapping away. Yeah, I did. I honestly don't know why y'all did not hear me. Because YouTube didn't let me know anything was happening. YouTube didn't log me out. YouTube is glitching. Why are you glitching, YouTube? But if at any moment in time you can't hear me, please let me know. And Bob, I told you to call the number 988. Remember, mental health is not a stigma. If you have a mental health condition, depression, anxiety, etc., receive that treatment. And if you are in the United States, call the number 988 for treatment. All right, guys? So this is the color we're going in with. It's like a light blue color. This polish is also very thick. It has a gel-like shine, which I do like. All this polish today is LA Colors. I think this was $3. I got it from Walmart. You have to be very careful because certain stores you go in, they'll overcharge you guys. I remember I think I went to Publix. Well, yeah, when I went to Publix, I showed it to you in my Full Nutritional YouTube videos. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. They were selling polish in there, like Sally Hansen, for like $7. You go to Walmart, that's $5. So Walmart is by far the most affordable place where I've ever seen nail polish being sold. It's even cheaper than the Dollar Tree, guys. So yeah. What we're looking like. Hey, how are you doing, Les Flow? Glad you could be here. Glad you could be here. How was your week today? The algorithm knew that you want to be part of a community where you're welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. So I recommend the channel to you. Make sure to like the video, subscribe so you never have to leave. Hello, Carmelo. How are you doing today? Hey, Melanie. How's everything going with you, Melanie? Thank you so much for liking the live stream. Really appreciate it. Excuse me. Would love to know, guys, what are your plans for this weekend? What's the weather looking like? In the state of New York, I checked the weather today and it said it's going to feel like 2 degrees, right? In other states, people have also said it's going to be very, very cold, right? So let me know what the weather's like. Drake said, where is mom at? She is in the living room, Drake. She's on her laptop. So yeah. Alrighty. Let us go with this coat. So this is very pigmented. I'm going to try and see if I can only make this 2 coats. Sometimes 3 coats is good, but I try to avoid 3 coats of polish when I can. Mostly because it makes your nails dry, like take a long time to dry, and it can make your nails feel very heavy sometimes. But yeah, wow. I always tell you guys, anytime I use pigmented colors, I can really see the length of my nails. That just looks so long. Like what? I have to remember to get the corners. Kat said, oh, you're watching from Guyana? Nice. What's the weather like in Guyana, Melanie? Glad you could be on from Guyana. What'd you eat today? I feel like the weather and most importantly, what you ate is definitely the 2 most important questions. Hey, Dream. How are you doing today, Dream Make Believe? Glad you could be here. How's everything going with you? What are we saying? Kat said, I posted a new shorts today on TikTok. Oh, doing a TikTok channel. I'll check it out. I haven't seen that one yet. But I feel like it's super cringe, and I think I want to delete. I don't know yet. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna go check it out, cats, after the stream. Hey, staying off the grid. Continue to watch the live streams, the Full Nutritional YouTube videos, the YouTube shorts, and you will increase your vocabulary. Drake, I think those are the only 2 words staying off the grid knows, Drake, right? So let's not bash somebody for their limited vocabulary. Remember, on the Uniquely Mia channel, this is a place to educate, right, and inform. So staying off the grid, continue to watch those videos, continue to immerse yourself in the channel, continue to study hard in school, and your vocabulary will be furthered, all right, in the future. I have faith in you staying off the grid, all right? Dream Make Believe said they're back. I missed a few lives. Welcome back. Welcome back. I do know that you missed a few lives. You were definitely missed Dream Make Believe from the live streams, but you were out doing some awesome and amazing things. It's nice and sunny in Guyana, Melanie. You're rubbing it in now. You're really rubbing it in and you are bragging because here in New York, it is disgustingly cold outside. It is gray outside. And you know what you did because you put those emojis with the cool emojis, right? Enjoy it. Enjoy the nice summer, beautiful weather. All right. Dream said, don't tell the other days, but hashtag manicure Fridays are my favorite. LOL. Oh, thank you, Dream. I'm gonna say we're on the same boat. Honestly, I love the manicure Friday live streams. Like, maybe because I really do like my nails, right? I like take care of my nails. So yeah, manicure Fridays. If I'm biased, my two favorite live streams to make for y'all are definitely the hashtag manicure Fridays and the hashtag travel streams. Those are my two favorite streams I can ever make for y'all. Even the food streams are pretty fun. So that's the pantheon, right? Pantheon, the top three for me: manicure Fridays, traveling streams, in addition to those food streams. Okay, Melody, you're laughing at me? No, because you know what you're doing. Telling me it's nice and sunny there. But Dream, did you go back to bingo? I know some Sundays have passed since you've been on the stream, right? And most important question, right? What did y'all eat? Would love to know. I'm not sure if you guys heard me on TikTok, but I asked Dream, have you gone back to bingo anytime soon? And for Melanie and Dream, what did y'all eat today? Let's see what we were saying. Kat said, staying off the grid. What's up, fam? We just need Anthony to ask about your snoring and all. Exactly. You know what? Staying off the grid and Anthony, they definitely bring that repetition and consistency to the live streams, which is pretty good, right? Because like, we know it's y'all because you're just here making sure that the same questions are being asked and to make sure that we're answering it the same way, right? And for TikTok, sorry about that. I know the connection was it got lost a little bit, Wi-Fi. Melanie said they ate saltfish with potatoes and rice. Okay. Sounds good. I will say, Melanie, my mom with Queen Mother is more so jealous of that meal. Saltfish for me is personally not my favorite, but it is good. Like, when you saute it up. I will say saltfish is not my favorite meal, right? But like, when I go to Quality and Guyana, I don't know what they be putting in that. It'd be so good though. I don't know what they put in their saltfish, their baked in saltfish. But it sounds good. That sounds good though. It sounds very healthy too, Melanie, and we love a healthy meal. I love hearing what you guys are eating, and when it's protein packed with the healthy fats and healthy carbohydrates, even better. What are we saying? What did I eat today? For breakfast, I had a raisin bagel with butter. Follow Queen Mother. It was pretty good. You have to eat it hot though. And then Fridays we don't cook, right? We don't cook on Fridays. My mom said, oh, stewfish. Okay, stewfish is good. Nice. Yeah, stewfish is really good. I do like stewfish too. What type of stewfish was it like escovy fish or like snapper or bangamary? What in the world is hassa? Or hassa, what was it like? But yeah, and then what did I have? I had Chinese food. So my Chinese order, my mom and I share. She gets the broccoli, carrots, and fried rice, and then I got chicken wings on the side. So that was my lunch/dinner for today. So yeah. Kat said the light blue is so beautiful. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's snowing already, Cats. Oh my gosh. The snow is like, it's not even gonna wait for you to get home. Oh my gosh. That sucks. Hopefully it doesn't stick, Cats. Maybe your work will let you out early because it's snowing. I don't know. Hey, 901, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for your kind words and emojis. Really appreciate you for being here. Bangamary. Okay, nice. Yeah, Bangamary. It's good. It's good when they fillet it because they don't have a lot of bones in it. For me, if I eat bangamary whole, I'm really scared to eat it because if you eat it whole, you're going to get a lot of bones. But if they fillet it, they take out a lot of the bones, which I never knew until I went to the fish market guy and I saw somebody filleting bangamary, and the fisherman was like, yeah, that's how you get most of the bones out of it. So yeah. Didn't I tell you guys traveling is a way of learning, and you learn from everyone that you meet and all the individuals around you, right? So yeah. Hey, glad you could be here. Glad you could be here. O1, how's everything going with you? Where are you tuning in from? Okay, it was filleted. Very nice, Melanie. Awesome. So what are your weekend plans? Tomorrow's Saturday, right? So it's gonna be nice and sunny in Guyana on a Saturday. And for the people on YouTube who's in America or even in Europe, right? Or even in Asia or Africa, wherever you're tuning in from, what are your Saturday plans? Would love to know. Saturday, my mom and I were planning to going to the gym, and then we're gonna go outside again. To go to like a party. So yeah, I'll try and live stream for you guys there as well when we go outside. What do we say? Kat said in Haitian Creole, I believe, that'd be 1 hour. Oh, the symbol? Okay. It almost reminds me of what is it? When you see like Japanese writing, that's really cool. It's really pretty. It looks like artwork. Kat, your language looks like artwork. That's really pretty. Kat said, I'm trying to step up my Haitian Creole. I want to make a live stream where I say everything in English, then in Creole for speaking practice. That would be really cool, honestly. Like, I would watch that stream. Like, that would be really, really cool. You could probably make some videos about it too, if that's something that you want to do. That would be really cool, honestly. Because I only speak one language, which is English, right? So I consider myself to be very good at English, right? And like even then, I always got the dictionary trying to challenge myself to learn some new words because there's a lot of ways you can say the same word in English, just in a more, I don't know, I don't want to say fancy way, but an uncommon way because of the English language, right? So it's very, very cool when you know a second language. So that's why sometimes it is good to watch movies, right? Because you'll hear something like a new word. Like sometimes when I say some word, I can't even think of some words, but there are some words that I say that I got from movies, and I'm like, hey, that sounded cool, and I googled the definition of it. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna start using that word from now on. So yeah, it's really cool. When I was younger, I was obsessed with like, what is it? Victorian era. Now I am still obsessed with the Victorian era, but I've learned that one, it wasn't for Black people, and two, it wasn't for peasants. So my obsession with the Victorian era has somewhat decreased, right? Or dwindled, you can say, but it's decreased. So I like if when I was younger, if somebody asked me if you want a time machine, what era you want to go back to, I was like the Victorian era. And then I grew up and I learned about history. I'm like, no, Mia, you don't want to go back to the Victorian era. You're Black, right? And there was no middle class back then or a lower to upper middle class. So you would be a peasant and your life would be really terrible. So no time machine is going back to Victorian era for me. However, their fashion was really cool and they did not bathe. They did not shower, and they did not dispose of garbage properly. You know how disgusting it would have been? That's why they got sick so much in the Victorian era. When you look at all those diseases and sicknesses, it was in Europe. You guys didn't bathe. So I do not want a time machine going back to that era, right? However, I watched a lot of Regency movies. And I read Pride and Prejudice a lot when I was younger. I reread that book a whole bunch of times. So I have the word pardon me as in my vocabulary now. I remember the first time I used it, my mom sent me to a summer camp. She sent me to Spelman for a summer camp. It was like a college prep summer camp for 2 weeks. I remember the line was so long, and I stood on line, right? But like it okay, the line was long, but like for some reason everyone tried to huddle together into this tight passage area, so I had to squeeze through. And I remember I was saying, excuse me, and I was like, I don't want to say this word anymore. And I thought back to my Regency movies, and I was like, pardon me. And everybody started laughing at me. They're like, what in the world are you saying? Pardon me. I was like, what? I'm saying excuse me, but I'm saying pardon me because I don't want to say excuse me anymore. I didn't tell them that, but I just continued to say it because I'm like, oh, y'all laughed when I said that. Let me use it more because you guys want me to, say excuse me like you guys are. So yeah, pardon me. Regency era vocabulary word. I still use it. It's a fun word to say. Honestly, people don't expect you to say it. They expect you to say, excuse me. And then I went to France, right? When I went to France, everybody was saying, excuse-moi. So I remember when I came back to America, I was telling people, excuse-moi. Like and I still do it on the bus sometimes. Like when I say, excuse me, but they, for some reason, act like they can't hear me. I'm like, excuse-moi. Like, do I need to speak a second language for you to hear me? So yeah, it's cool. Further your vocabulary, guys. Further it. It's awesome. Hey, Mama, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Kat said, I think a Chinese character was in my message. Oh, okay, by accident. Okay. I didn't type one, but it seems like you saw one. Yeah, I saw one. Oh, it happens when you're streaming too. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I didn't even know that happened. Kat said I saw a random Chinese character in an English comment, and I was like, oh, that's random. It's a YouTube glitch. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube is glitching. Like, I hope whatever it is, I hope they figure it out because this has been a long occurring glitch. I think the YouTube glitch definitely started with them logging me out of my live streams, right? Luckily that hasn't happened in a while, but it still happens sometimes, right? And then now you're saying all these other glitches are happening. Hey Prison, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Thoughts on organic? What in the world is that? I've never heard of that juice before, so I can't even answer that question. What in the world is that? What brand makes that? Ocean Quaker. But the best way to try new stuff out, go to a supermarket, go to Publix. Guys, did you see my video? If you haven't seen my video that I dropped for you guys, I think today or yesterday, make sure to watch that video. But we went to Publix, my mom and I, and they had a whole bunch of stuff on sale. Literally everything was buy one, get one free. Never in New York will you go to a supermarket and you will see something like that. But I say all that to say that's the best way to try different brands of juices or different brands of snacks, right? Because they'll have stuff buy one, get one free. Like, that's how I tried a whole bunch of juice when I was younger, because my mom, she would go to Publix and she would just buy what was buy one, get one free. So now I like juices that I probably would have never even tried if my mom didn't buy groceries like that. So you can only really do that if you have a Publix, though, or if your supermarket has stuff on sale, buy one, get one free, or you shop according to what's on sale. Because if you shop just regular, you'll just buy what you like all the time, right? I'm going to read your comments in a second. There's tissue stuck in my nail. That's really weird. My nail polish. Come off. Okay, we got it off. Drake said, New Yorkers always say pardon me. Well, I didn't know that when I was younger. Hey, Kira Holder, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. It's been a while since you've been on a stream. How's everything going with you? Jake said, don't say it, me. Okay, we'll say it. Les said, LOL. Prison said, big man brand. I mean, if it's something inappropriate, remember, let's not type inappropriate comments on stream, right? This is my channel on social media, on both TikTok and YouTube. I try to make it an age-appropriate channel, right? And by default, individuals who choose to engage with the content and leave these comments, make sure you are communicating respectfully and appropriately, right? The way you would like to be communicated if I was standing right in front of you, where you can see me and I can see you, is the same way we should communicate to each other on stream, all right? So just put that disclaimer in there, all right? So remember that when we leave these comments, all right? And shout out to the supporters who are telling me directly that these are inappropriate comments, or if you are subtly telling me these are inappropriate comments, right? So shout out to y'all. Really appreciate you guys. You guys are like, the fact checkers on the channel a little bit. I'm doing good, Kira Holder. I'm glad you're doing okay today. Hopefully, I know every day can't be a 10 out of 10, right? But hopefully by watching this stream, it can put a smile on your face and make your day feel a little better. Remember, remember, always try to stay positive. So yeah, but she's all in trouble. But I'm doing good. Do you have any weekend plans? For me, tomorrow we're going to the gym. We're going to get back into the gym. We have taken some weeks off just because it's been so ridiculously cold in New York, right? And my mom and I, we haven't been in New York for like 1 weekend. We did miss the gym because of that, right? So, and then we also have to go to a party tomorrow. It's really cold. So, yeah. I inspire you. Thank you so much for your kind words, Kira Holder. I hope that by watching the content, I can inspire you to be your positive, unique, and authentic self, right? Hopefully I can motivate you to travel somewhere new on a budget, to buy something that you really wanted for yourself, to get a new degree, just to further your knowledge, whether that is in an academic setting or outside of an academic setting, but most importantly, to be your positive and unique self. I do hope that I'm able to inspire you and motivate you to do that, Kira Holder. So thank you so much for your kind words. And you're starting to go to the gym. Nice. That's amazing, Kira. So yeah, my recommendation for the gym, and thank you so much for liking the stream, Kira. With the gym, I'm not a personal trainer or anything like that, right? But I recommend the Stairmaster to everybody who wants to get started with the gym, right? Because the Stairmaster, it's a low intensity workout. However, if you can stay on that Stairmaster, even if it's for as little as 10 minutes at the lowest level, and if you can do it consistently, whether that's 1 day a week, 2 days a week, or 3 days a week, you're gonna see the results, I think. So yeah, that's my recommendation for the gym workout for you. And then sit-ups is also good. I like sit-ups. Yeah. My day was good. Kira. I mostly stayed inside, but I did go outside to get some food on Fridays. My mom does not cook. So we got Chinese food. I'm getting a little sick and tired of Chinese food. So next Friday, if she don't want to cook, I don't think I want Chinese food, right? But I got broccoli. I got broccoli, carrots with some, what is it? What else did I get? Fried chicken wings with that one. And it was pretty good. And that was basically it. It's just so cold in New York. Like, I'm somebody, even in my family, they're like, Mia always likes to be outside in my family. That's what they're saying. We always need something to do. Otherwise, Mia's going to stay in the house and she's going to be bored. That is true. But when it's really cold outside, even I don't want to go outside. I feel like I only am the person who's like, let's go outside. If it's like warm outside, right? If it's warm outside, why are you staying in the house for? Or two, if it's like, I don't know, somebody's birthday or something like that, I'm like, let's not stay in the house. That's boring, right? But when it's freezing cold, even myself would like to retreat and hibernate and stay in the warm, right? I didn't share with you. Okay, so you could, no, and I did forget to make a food review. I haven't done a Chinese food review in a while, Kira. My apologies. I've definitely been slacking on recording the food reviews for y'all. Like, I will bring them back for y'all. Don't worry, in the future. I'll remember to film some more food reviews. But let me read some YouTube comments. Kat said, yes, I miss Publix fried chicken and their amazing deals. I just want one Publix up north. Just one. And no, Publix up north, Kat, it would literally be so great, because I would hope if they come to the northern states, right, they would keep that buy one get one free. They would keep that authentic Publix. I've never had hot food from Publix, but I know people have said it's good. Even yourself say it's good. So they probably do really, really good. It's like Waffle House. My mom is like, they need a Waffle House in the northern states because it would be really, really good in the northern states, right? Drake said this man's name is Prison. Jeez, I just realized. Yeah. Kat said, it's sad that you have to say this to some men to help them understand. But if you wouldn't want someone to say it to your daughter or your mom, then don't say it to any woman. And exactly, right? I don't think that clicks for some people, right? Like, it's not even that. It's just like respectful communication, right? You know, and that's why I always say on my channel, communicate how you like to be communicated to, because you know what happened? I feel like, Cats, with that is like social media, particularly the idea that you guys can log on, create these usernames and just say whatever you want to say. That idea in 2021, or not 2021, in the 21st century, that's what I meant to say, has created this false sense of safety for people, where people feel comfortable saying very inappropriate things and very rude and disrespectful things, right? So I always tell you guys, like, and shout out to my supporters, right? Uniquely Me as true supporters. You guys are respectful communicators. You guys really are. You are kind, respectful communicators, right? But for the people who come on and say these inappropriate things, right, and just think it's appropriate to say, one, that shows me you're not really critically analyzing what you're saying, right? Because why would you say this to somebody? Is that how you talk to people in your daily life? If you talk to people like that in your daily life, it's kind of bad, right? But two, that shows you're presenting this false personality, right? Between social media and your real, and people who you can, when you're communicating with people who can see you back, right? And in addition to that, you guys are not safe on social media. Yes, I can't see your faces, but your account is connected to your email. Your email is connected to your IP address. If the government really needed to find out who you are, they can. And you're saying, and you're probably like wondering, Mia, why in the world would the government need to find out who you are with somebody leaving an inappropriate comment? You never know. And sometimes it's not even the government. You know how many content creators have actually done a deep dive into people who have left negative comments on their channel, and they figured out who they really are and where that person really lives? Is really crazy, right? So just communicate respectfully, guys. What are we saying? Watt said, I bet you got a bad case of broccoli fartin. Oh, no, that doesn't happen to me. Maybe you're allergic to broccoli if that happens to you, Watts. Drake said most of them don't even have daughters or get women, so they still don't understand. And that's sad, right? Like that people think you need to communicate differently to people based on your gender. That's a messed up idea, and that is sad. Like, I don't want people communicating to me differently because of my gender. Why? Because that is just pushing those gender norms, particularly those negative gender norms and stereotypes onto my gender and to people, right? So the same way people are going to communicate to their, I don't know, their sons or their brothers or their husbands, communicate the same exact way to me, because I don't want people, quote unquote, code switching and communicating to me differently based on my gender, because that shows me you're not being 100% honest and truthful with your personality, right? So I think it all dies down to just respectful communication, right? And if you guys would like to learn a little bit more about respectful communication and communicating appropriately, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the Uniquely Mia channel, right? Because via watching my live streams, my fully nutritional YouTube videos, my education videos, and a lot more, like, you'll see how I communicate with you guys as my supporters. Perhaps you'll learn something from me, my communication method. Perhaps you'll learn something positive from one of my supporters' communication methods, and etc., right? Learning occurs all around you guys. Those are great points. You're a cop or something? No, I am not a police officer in that capacity, no. But I'm not saying I'm not going to track anyone down, but I'm just saying the possibility is real, right? And the possibility exists for that, right? So that's why you should always just communicate respectfully on social media, and that's why you should always be safe on social media as well, right? Kat said, I saw Vernon on another YouTube live, and he was a member on that person's channel. Okay, very nice, nice. Hey, how are you doing today? Second account, my ankle, okay. If my right leg got dislocated or broken, oh my gosh, go to the hospital, and now I'm in agonizing pain. You phrased it as something that if it happens. But if you're just saying that, if you're phrasing it like that, but that actually happened, go to the doctor, call 911. I appreciate you for coming on the live stream and for your dedication when you're in agonizing pain. But I need you to go to your phone and dial 911, right? You're just joking, you're in pain. Well, if you're still in pain and you actually broke your leg, call 911, right? If you're just in pain and you haven't broken anything, what type of pain is it? Is it a headache pain? Maybe take a pain pill. The severity of it, you might still need to go to the doctor. I don't know. If it's an emotional pain, speak to a therapist. If your heart feels like it's in pain and nothing happened recently to make your heart feel in pain emotionally, perhaps go to the doctor the same way, right? Stay safe, stay safe. What are we saying? Hey, Les, welcome back. How are you doing today, Les Flo? What'd you eat today? What are you planning on doing? Kat said, it's fun seeing people in other live streams. I'm like, hey, I know you. No, it's really cool. And like, that's awesome that you guys, that you're able to identify that. Like, I do spontaneously go and I look at what other people are doing on YouTube on the live streams. But I think the days when I decide to go down the YouTube live stream rabbit hole, I think it's just not a good day. It's really not, because anytime I decide to go look at other people's streams, guys, tell me why I get the most weird content. I remember I saw this one stream one time. The guy, he was just like, it seemed like, I don't know what, he was just pushing some type of rhetoric. And I was like, this rhetoric is not for me. I got off that stream so fast. And then another one, I did see a stream, somebody was doing nails. I did like that one. That was fun to watch. And then I saw another one. I found the person, Cats, who you said, who writes the names on, like, people's names on her face, until she gets, like, 1,000 likes for her to talk. But, like, I could have stayed there until she got 1,000 likes. She had, like, 50 likes at that point in time. I was like, I'm not staying here until 1,000, right? So I guess the days I decided to go on to the live streams of other people, it's just not good days. I mean, when I tune into Evan's stream and I tune into Kat's stream, those streams are definitely enjoyable, and those are the most, like, entertaining and normal type streams that I've seen on YouTube. The other streams are entertaining. They're just interested. And another stream that I've seen, somebody's sleeping. Like, the woman, she was just pretending to sleep. And like there was literally like 50 people watching. It was kind of funny. And everybody in the comments was like, wake up, what are you doing? Talk to me in the comments. It was really funny. Okay. Evan said they're back. You might stream later for a few minutes. Okay, cool. Siri said Katz is an undercover private investigator. What are you saying? Wait, I think I skipped some comments. Kat said also, did you know Ali AI is a real person? Really? I had the idea. I had the idea that she was a real person, Katz, but like so many people was telling me that she's an AI and her own name was an AI that I was actually starting to think that she was actually an AI. I didn't know she was a real person. Wow. I know I subscribed to her, but for some reason I don't get notices when everybody streams. So did she do a live stream, Cats? I have to make sure that I have her post notifications on, because even sometimes for you and Evan stream, I don't get notifications sometimes. Sometimes I'm just able to join because I'm on YouTube and I see you guys are streaming. Other times YouTube notifies me, other times they don't notify me. So I gotta check out that setting. But I'm gonna see. Okay, so let's do this. Alrighty. 1 second, guys. Oops. Oh my gosh, we'll clean up the nails after. We messed up a little bit, but this is just the first coat. Oh, I'm messing it up. So this is what it looks like with the first coat. It's very pretty, a vibrant blue color. Do like it. Remember, for the most natural manicure look. Hello emojis. I don't know your name because you got a lot of red emojis, that devil emojis. You got a lot of that on, but I'm glad you could be here. The algorithm knew you want to be part of a community where you're welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. Got a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology, Professional Writing, Master's degrees in Public Administration and Criminal Justice. And on this channel, I have fashion videos, Eat With Me technology videos, days of my life as a graduate. I'm no longer a graduate student, but I have a lot on my channel, right? So make sure to like the video and immerse yourself. If you are on TikTok, do consider going over to my YouTube channel at Uniquely Mia, subscribing to me there, checking out some of my videos. And if you're on YouTube and you have a TikTok channel, consider following me on TikTok as well. What are we saying? Read that. Bright said, I have a makeup class tomorrow. Okay, nice. So, are you enjoying your makeup? I didn't know you were in those classes. That's really cool. So are you enjoying learning how to do makeup, or is this something you're just doing, you really don't enjoy it? Drake said, I saw that person with a name on her face, but I never stayed. Really, Drake? Yeah, no, I saw that one, but like, I stayed for like 5 minutes. I was like, are you gonna talk? Like, what's happening? And nothing happened. I just left. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's the days I decide to like go down to see other people stream, if I'm just choosing the days where people are having very interesting streams, right? Or if it's just, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah. What are we saying? Hey, Stead, how are you doing today? Amazing nails. Thank you so much. I'm not your mommy. You can call me Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. But glad you like my nails. Kat said, LOL, just be scrolling. You saw Jonte on another stream. Okay, nice. He was so supportive. Okay, nice. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, Jonte is definitely a cool supporter for sure. And shout out to all my supporters, right? All of Uniquely Mia supporters are definitely like great Uniquely Mia supporters, right? But especially shout out to the people on the channel who are consistent supporters, right? Individuals who are almost always on the live stream. I really appreciate you guys for deciding to spend your time here, right? And just always being here. So especially shout out to all the supporters who are on today's stream, right? Thank you guys so much for that support. Yeah, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And the people who are consistent supporters who watch like most of my live streams, who watch the full nutritional YouTube videos, who watch the YouTube shorts, y'all know who you are. I know who you are. Thank you so much for that. I try not to shout out names in particular because I don't want people to think I'm choosing favorites, because that's not what I'm doing on my channel. But you guys know who you are. I know who you are. So thank you so much for that consistent support. But special shout out to all of Uniquely Mia's supporters. I have more than 6,000 supporters on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for that support. Please continue to like the videos, subscribe, and share the live stream out to your friends, to your family members, and enjoy the content, right? If there's any type of content you guys want to see from me, all you got to do is let me know, all right? And hey, Adriana, glad you could be here. How are you doing today, Adriana? Kat said the nail color helps your laying pop. Yeah, like I've noticed those bright colors like, it's really the bright colors. It really shows how long my nails really are, right? And it's for the dark colors, that's when my nails seems a lot shorter too. So it's really interesting to like observe that, honestly. Brido said, I'm doing it because I could venture into makeup, but since I want to be a footballer, okay, it's a long term, okay, goal, because I know I would someday be a father and a husband who would be a blessing by doing my family's makeup and be a blessing to my family. Okay, cool. Okay, very cool, Bridal. So you have a reason as to why you're doing all these different endeavors. Shout out to you for that. That's awesome. Very nice. Drake said I always watch uploads. Thank you so much for that support, Drake. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. It really means a lot, guys. So shout out to Unique Lumia supporters, all of Unique Lumia supporters, but especially shout out to the people who are consistent Unique Lumia supporters, right? Y'all know who you are. I know who you are. Thank you for that, right? And okay, so let's put on the second coat. This brush got messed up. I hate when brushes get messed up. Okay, we're probably gonna have to paint on my skin a little bit. Not my skin, but like close to my cuticle, because I want the polish to be as pigmented as possible, guys. Alrighty, let's see. Okay. Then, to clean up the edges, you can use anything. I like to use a piece of cardboard or a piece of paper. Just take it and just swipe. Like, as I said, you don't have to clean the sides of your nails immediately, because it can honestly do more damage if you don't have a steady hand or if this is your first time doing it, because like your hand will move a lot. So you can honestly wait until after all your polish is on your nails to clean up the edges after, or you can just let the polish dry when you wash your hands a few times. The nail polish is naturally going to come off of your skin. But when I can, I like to clean up as I go. It just makes the final cleanup process a lot easier, right? So yeah. Evan said, Cats, it's Lazy Friday stream. Okay, nice. So you're going to have a talkative stream. Evan said, hey, how are you doing? Glad you could be here, 2346. Good evening to you. I'm doing good. How are you doing today? 2346. Siri said, Mia really changed Brido, y'all. The longer the supporters will be on the channel. As Evan said, I am a troll rehabilitator. Right? I allow you guys to see the positive way of everything, right? Positive way, right? And if not, if I don't allow you to see the positive way, shout out to you guys for ensuring that you are communicating respectfully on the stream, right? Really appreciate it, because respectful communication is key, right? So yeah. Yes, Drake. Both hands are the same colors. What I'm thinking of doing, I might add a design after. But I just wanted to see what my nails would look like with the same color. Like, sometimes I feel like I want the same design on both nails. Like last week, I had the same design on both hands, right? Because it was the black and white design, and that was a really nice design that I did. And it seemed like everyone liked it. Not everyone, but a lot of people liked it, because you guys on stream said you liked it numerous times. I went out in public, and even a woman was like, hey, I like your nails. And she actually like wanted to hold my hand and like look at my nails up close. So that was a really good job that I did on that set. So sometimes when I have my nails the same color, I'm able to like just do those spontaneous designs that for some reason look really good. And my mom liked that nail design. My mom hasn't been liking my nail designs for the past few weeks. Because she's like, what did you do? She's like, it's too much colors. And she's like, you didn't, like, the brush didn't look good. But she liked the design that I did last week. So we'll see if I can channel my inner artistic vibes today with this manicure. And to do that, we need the same base coat. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, AD. How are you doing today, AD? Kat said, yeah, I noticed in Nigeria, it's not uncommon for men to have jobs where they do makeup, nails, or hair. It's just a job that's pretty cool to me. Yeah, and I never even noticed that. So thanks for pointing that out. But that's really cool. And that's how it should be, right? Like jobs shouldn't be genderfied. Things shouldn't really be genderfied, right? The only thing that should be genderfied in my head is like, okay, yes, male and females have different biological functions, right? Things that males can do, things that females can do, right? That's just gender specific, right? But even clothing, right? There are some clothes now that society has said would just become a norm seeing certain genders in these clothes. That's why we say men shouldn't wear this. But if you look at traditional outfits, African cultures, ancient Egyptian societies, men wore dresses all the time, right? So now in a modern context, like clothing shouldn't be genderfied in my head. Nail polish should not be genderfied in my head. All these things, and that might be controversial, right? But like, I'm like, this genderfied notion for every little thing is a social constructed concept that is just so annoying sometimes. So yeah, cats, it is very cool that in Nigeria that men are able to have these women jobs, right? And it's just a job for them because at the end of the day, that's what it is, right? Glad you're doing well, 23, 46. My pleasure for asking. My pleasure for asking. What are you planning on doing this weekend? Jake said Mia low-key a nail tech. I am uniquely Mia's nail tech. And I'm Queen Mother, guys. Do you know I was literally growing out my mom's nail and she said her nails were growing. You know what my mom told me she did this week? She's like, she bit her nails. She bit her nails. So I'm a nail tech for me. When it comes to my mom, I can be her nail tech, but I can only really do clear nail polish on people. When I do colored nail polish on people, I did my grandmother's nails, and for some reason, when I paint other people's nails with color nail polish, I always mess up because for the imperfections for me, I'm able to position my hand in a certain way, right? I'm able to see like my hand to the full entirety. But when I paint other people's nails, it's so weird for me. But like I said, I've been doing my nails for a long time. Like, you know how like kids start playing with makeup when they're in elementary school? I started playing with nail polish because my mom didn't buy makeup for me, right? And my mom really didn't have a lot of makeup in her house or in the house for me to play with, right? So what my mom did buy was nail polish, and what she did have in the house was nail polish. So I just started painting my nails a lot, and like as I grew older, I started using my money to buy nail polish, and I just got really good at it, right? So when you do something every week, or when I first started getting my nails, doing my own nails, I would change my nail every single day. I'm not even lying. I would go to sleep with pink nail polish. I'd wake up, my mom's like, wasn't your nails pink? I was like, yeah, I got bored of it. I would change my nail every single day when I was younger. It used to be so bad. It was like a nail addiction when I was younger. So yeah, when you do something for a long time, you get really good at it. So yeah, I've been doing my nails for a super duper long time. So I've gotten good at it. But I can only ever do my nails perfectly. When it comes to other people, clear nail polish and that's it. Hey, how are you doing, Brandy? Glad you could be here. You like the glasses? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jordan. Really appreciate your kind words. How are you doing today, Jordan? What type of tea are you having, Evan? Read that. Read that. Read that one. Hey, Zai X5, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. How are you doing? Hey, Josh, how are you doing today? Drake said, I wear pink all the time. Pink is just a fire color. It really is, honestly. It really is. I also got these Crocs with all the colors of the rainbow. Oh, yeah, I've seen those. Some girl asked me, does the color mean something? I'm like, what? Stop talking to me. No, that is so true. That's so true. I remember when I was younger, Drake. I went somewhere with my cousin. I think I went to my cousin's house. So my cousin's cousin wasn't my cousin, but I went with my cousin. You guys get it, right? So I know I went to my cousin's house, and there was a whole bunch of little kids there. It was like boys, but a whole bunch of little boys there, right? Because we went to her male's cousin birthday party, and they asked me, like, hey, Mia, what's your favorite color? And I was like, oh, I like rainbow. I just like all the colors. I can't really choose a color. And now if you ask me, I'm like, pink is my favorite color. But when I was younger, I tried to stay away from pink when I was younger because I didn't want to fall into that gender norm, right? I guess I rebelled against the stereotypes, and instead of me having the vocabulary to explain how these gender stereotypes don't exist, I was just like, pink is not my favorite color, right? But I think pink was always my favorite color. But I told that person my favorite color is rainbow. And they were like, oh, so are you like part of the LGBTQ community? I was like, what are you talking about? What? I'm like, no, but I'm like, that's my favorite color. I'm like, what? I was like, I just stopped talking to those people. I'm like, and I'm like, why would you associate rainbow with that? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, that makes no sense. You know, huh? That's the color they use. What color? No, yeah, as my mom said, that's the color they use. But like rainbow has existed long before the LGBTQ community. So now you're telling me this one group of individuals decide that this color represents them, and now they change the definition of the color? No. Are you telling me the rainbow in the sky is gay? After, when you go to like Grenada, after it rains, you see the rainbow if you stand on a hill. You're telling me the rainbow in the sky is gay. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So now when somebody comes at me, when I hear people say, oh, you like rainbow, so you're part of this community, I'll look at that person or I read that comment, I'm like, did you think before you type that? Like, what? So, no, exactly, Jake. Like when people ask you when you're wearing rainbow, does that make, like, what's the meaning? What do you mean what meaning? It's a color. That's the meaning behind it. Josh said you look very pretty. Thank you so much, Josh. You're pretty as well. I really appreciate your kind words. And I still like those bright colors because as you can see, if you were on that stream with my mom when I was in Dillard's, the boots that I was going crazy over, what color was it? It was rainbow because I love the vibrant, bright colors of things, right? Let's said, do you wash the dishes right after cooking or the next day? Right after cooking. I don't leave it for the next day. No, I can't. Just polyps yet more. Hey Josh. Drake said, I like women colors. You like women colors are just colors. We can't even wear stuff without people thinking it's exactly, Jake. Exactly. And it's really crazy to me. It's really crazy. And that's what I'm saying. These gender and like sometimes like I speak a lot about feminism, right? But I will say these gender norms that are installed into society, it negatively benefits women throughout our entire lives and in every aspect, but you really see it a lot when it comes to men and men's clothing. That is one gender norm, color, that I will say negatively benefits men a lot. Because as Drake is saying, Drake says he likes pink, he likes these rainbow colors, but anytime he wears these quote unquote female bright colors, people are assuming that they're part of the LGBTQ community, right? And even when you go into the male section of clothing, or like if you ask Stu or somebody, or my nephew, right? Or even G, I'm like, would you wear pink? Would you wear purple? Like, no, it's a girl color. What do you mean that's a girl color? You would look good in pink probably. You would look good in purple most likely, right? But they don't want to wear it because of society and that idea that wearing these colors are only for girls. Even nail polish, right? My nephew, they would never wear nail polish, but like sometimes I look at them and I look at their nail beds and I think in the back of my head, y'all would love nail polish. And they genuinely would love nail polish. You know how I know? Because if my nephew or if G started to wear nail polish, all the characters they like, all the Fortnite characters that they like, all the football teams that they like, they can get that design on their nails. They would probably be obsessed with it. But you know why they would never even try to do that? Because of society telling them nail polish is for girls. You know what nail polish does for your nails? It protects your nails. Nail polish is a barrier. If I go outside, guys, you know how many times I've been cutting food or if I've been outside and my nail, particularly when I'm cutting food with a knife will like hit my nail, right? My nail. The reason why my nail has yet to bleed when that happens, guys, is because my nail polish protects my nails. It's another layer to my nail. So it's a form of protection for your nail, right? But society is saying, oh, this is only for girls, so you're not doing that, right? So it's a lot of gender norms, but I feel like the idea of clothing and makeup, it negatively benefits men a lot more than it benefits females. And that is oftentimes mostly put on the not the low-income communities, but low-income communities too sometimes, because when you look at movies and footballers and all this stuff, they wear makeup. When the footballers are doing interviews, when they're going to, the drafts, right? Those famous shows where they're wearing suits. You know the famous football people, the famous basketball people, the famous male actors, you do know they wear makeup, right? You do know they wear makeup. But it's acceptable when they're going in these quote unquote wealthy spaces, right? But when we come to these low income communities or just everyday living, it's not acceptable. Double standard right there, right? So yeah. So that was me speaking about gender norms, but in the context of male gender norms on how I see it. And if you are a male, feel free to add your take on it, right? Kat said, gay people don't own rainbow. I don't even think they think that. And that's what I'm saying too, right? It's just society who is putting this on. Like you said, the people part of that own community don't even think that themselves. Jake said, exactly, the rainbow was out way before that. Exactly. Jake said the Crocs just stood out to me, and I realized I could pair them with any color / hoodie / shirt. Yup, exactly. Hey, Terry, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hey, 3L, talk. I'll wear any color clothing, but no nail polish for me. I understand that. You got your limit. You got your limit. But yeah, any color clothing, you do you, right? Because colors are just pretty in general, right? Kat said, I think the whole pink for girls and blue for boys started. Oh, yeah, I can see that as a marketing campaign. Yeah. For infant clothing, I can definitely see that one, Kat, for sure. For infant clothing, it has no basis in anything else. Guys look very handsome in pink. Lots of people do. Exactly. I remember I saw a video on TikTok the other day, and somebody was going shopping for their toddler who's a boy. You know, they went in the girl section and they picked out a whole bunch of clothes, and it was like really pretty clothes. It was like jeans with tomato print. It was like yellow shirts with like rainbows on it and sunflowers. It was really pretty, right? And the purpose of that video was essentially to show people who are buying clothes for their kids to like don't be restricted to one side of like the gender, because you go to the girl section or you go to the boy section, right? And it's fine, right? But I feel like the double standard there is more so for the males, because me as a girl, I could go in the male section. I could buy clothes from the male section. I could wear it. Nobody's going to look at me weird, right? But if a male were to do that, buy like a cool shirt or something, you're going to be looked at weird. Or a pair of jeans from the female section, you're going to be looked at weird for that, right? So it's like the double standard that clothing that negatively exists for males on that side of the arena, I feel like. You're beautiful as well, Terry. Can't wear nail polish, understand that. Drake said, it's crazy because I would never wear anything with an actual rainbow on it, and it shouldn't be that way, but it is. I do agree. Jake said, I can't do nail polish either. Jake said, I like pink. I can't even talk. I like highlighted pink. The same color as my room in Georgia. Okay, yeah. So that's more so like a watermelon pink color. Okay, yeah. That one's and that pink is so pink, it's almost going into red a little bit if you look at it. So yeah, that's definitely a pretty pink color. Bridal said, I have observed uniquely Mia's voice, is equivalent to an ASMR treatment. My mom has told me that, Bridal. My mom said when she's tired and she doesn't even know she's tired, she'll watch my videos and it will put her to sleep. So that means I have a very relaxing voice. So if you guys cannot sleep in the night, make sure to turn on a Uniquely Mia's Fully Nutritional YouTube video or a live stream. Sit back, relax. It'll put you to sleep, guys. Hey, everybody finds their own ASMR stuff, honestly. If I can help you guys fall asleep relaxing, let you distress, relax, I will definitely do it. When I can't sleep, I can't hear people talk, so I am an advocate for like, ASMR videos, like scalp massage. The sound of water puts me to sleep for some reason. I don't know why, but like just hearing the water or the rainfall, that helps. But it doesn't work for everyone because oh snap, my nails messed up. My nails! This is what I'm saying. Sometimes when you try to clean up your nails as you go, you do more damage than good. I gotta fix that one right there. Okay, I'll fix it after, guys. I didn't even do a good job. Oh my god. Okay, 1 second. Bridal said, you talk aimlessly and no one pays you. Are you trying to say no one pays me attention? Well, Bridal, you're kind of discrediting your own statement, right? Because everything that I said, people responded to it, right? So, yeah, you discredited your own statement there. I mean, if you weren't paying attention, that's okay. Glad you enjoyed the stream, at least, to stick around. But for everyone who just joined or who's been here for a while and haven't answered the questions, would love to know, what are you planning on doing today? What are you planning on eating today? As I told you guys, I mostly stayed in the house today. It's cold outside. And then I did eat Chinese food today. I had a bagel with butter for breakfast. On Fridays, my mom does not cook. So yeah, tomorrow we are going outside. So we're going to get back to the gym streams tomorrow. Remember, I live stream on Saturday and Sundays. starting at anytime between 8 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you are on the YouTube area or your post notifications are turned on so you can be notified of when those streams start. On Sunday, I do an extra stream for you guys. I plan to do an extra stream for you guys on Saturday afternoon or on Saturday's afternoon because we're going outside again. So we're going to have to layer up a lot, guys. So stay tuned for that video. What are we saying? Hey, John, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Glad you could be here. You're beautiful as well. Really, really appreciate your kind words. Kat said also, I feel like most educated women would probably like to see men in pink and rainbows. To me, that's a sign that he doesn't follow gender rules and isn't obsessed with semen male. That's a good perspective. I never even thought about that perspective, Cats, but yeah, that is a good perspective. And it shows, I guess it shows females, right? If you're a male who is like, what is it, heterosexual, and you wear rainbow or these bright colors, that shows that, like, what is it, you're not sexist, I guess. And being non-sexist is good, right? So yeah, that shows you're low-key a feminist a little bit. So I guess that makes sense. I never even thought about it from that perspective, but yeah, that definitely makes sense for sure. So, but yeah, color is just color, honestly. Like, there are some gender norms which I understand why they exist, but at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? This idea that color it should be not for a certain thing is really, really messed up. It's the same thing with little boys and dollies, right? Society tells little boys you're not supposed to play with dollies, but yet you're getting the boys' action figures, which is essentially dollies, right? But when a boy goes to the Barbie section and they want a Barbie doll, you can't get the Barbie doll. But a girl can go to the boy section and get a monster truck. What is that? What type of stuff is that right there? That makes no sense. If a little boy wants a Barbie doll and you get him an action figure, get him the Barbie doll. If a little girl wants a monster truck, right? Like, people will actually do that on social media. They'll get their girl, they'll get their daughter a monster truck. The boy will go into the Barbie section. They want a Barbie doll, but they will not get the boy Barbie doll. You're teaching that kid gender stereotypes and norms early on. You know what little kids see when they see toys, particularly like toddlers, 9 times out of 10, little babies, because babies, well, it's toddlers, not babies, because babies can't really choose their toys. But you know what toddlers see, particularly toddlers who can't talk? When they go into the toy section, they see color. They see something they like. They see something new, right? And I took infant development classes. So when you obstruct or when you prevent this kid from getting this thing, you're teaching them early on that that is bad. So you know what happens when a little baby or a little toddler who can't talk, when they go into like Walmart and they go to the Barbie section and they want something pink and their parent automatically tells them, no, you can't get that. Get the blue one, get the boy one. That's teaching the kid gender norms early on before they even know how to talk. So as they grow up, they're going to consistently associate pink with being bad or pink with being less than. And as they grow up into adults, that's where we get into the problem of we have these males who think they're better than females, or they have these males who think females are less than them because it was installed in them from a young age. Like my mom said, like, I'm scared of dogs, right? I asked my mom, why am I scared of dogs? She was like, you never had a bad experience with dogs. My mom said one time when I was younger, like when I was a toddler, I was going to pet a dog. And my mom said she saw me walking towards the dog to pet it. And my mom was like, just started yelling. She was like, no, don't touch the dog. And my mom said I got scared and ran back to her. And to this day, I'm still scared of dogs. Most likely, I'm still scared of dogs because of that one instant where my mom saw me going to touch the dog when I was a toddler. And she yelled at me she didn't yell at me, but she was scared. So she screamed not to touch the dog. That, I don't remember it, but it probably stayed with me because I've never had a bad experience with a dog. A dog has never bit me. A dog chased me because I ran from one, right? But I ran from the dog because of that because for as long as I can remember, for some reason, I've just never liked dogs, but I've never had a bad experience with one. So it's the same thing, right? So yeah, if there's any parents watching or aunts or nieces or, uncles. Yeah, uncles or aunts. Hopefully you're receptive to this information and teach your niece or your kid a more positive free way of thinking, right? Don't perpetuate those gender norms that has been placed on society, right? So yeah, that's the whole point of this discussion, honestly, right? Because I try to educate in a few different ways. And yes, I do have master's in public administration and criminal justice, but I also do have an undergraduate degree in psychology and professional writing. And I remember what I learned, right? Because I paid attention and I paid money for my education. So I guess that's me channeling some of my infant development knowledge for y'all a little bit. What are we saying? Kat said, I think it's so unattractive when when men have to say no homo every few seconds. And like, what even is that? Like, it's really crazy. It just shows that, like, I don't know what it shows, but it just shows something negative. Cause like, yeah, it's just really interesting. Like, is that your whole personality? Kind of. I don't know. It's just really interesting, but like, I guess not a positive interesting. Brido said, no, I didn't say no one pays attention. I mean, you keep speaking without receiving money. That's most probably your talent. What? But I understand. Oh, okay. That's what happens. Oh, so you're telling me I should speak on a podcast to make money? Well, the good thing, Bridal, shout out to my supporters. I monetize on YouTube, right? So anytime I post a YouTube live stream and I talk, I get paid from that and I enjoy it, right? So, yeah. But like, if you have an opportunity, Bridal, since you got a lot of ideas, if you have an opportunity where I can come and talk and get paid, feel free to let me know about it, right? Bridal said doesn't make sense. A lady doesn't want to cook for her. Okay, Bridal's back. Bridal's back and going back on what they were saying consistently. Bridal, really? Continue to type what you typing, but I'm gonna read these comments quietly. And if it's something, if it's the same stuff that you were talking about in prior streams, I really don't want to start up the same discussion again. You started off good. You really did start off good, dude. But as always, we're always gonna pivot back. But it's okay. You're uniquely you, Bridal. You're uniquely you. Kat said, my personal opinion is that a man with a feminine side is the most manly thing to me, because you're so secure with your masculinity that you can be soft and gentle. To me, that's a real man. Yeah, it's a good take. Yeah, it's a good perspective for sure. Yeah. Alexander said, you're cute as well, Alexander. How are you doing today? Drake said, yeah, that can happen. She basically created that fear. And thank you, Drake, because you're the psychologist, so I could have just asked you. So yeah, it's like, it's a real thing, right? And then when we look at it, and it applies to that. Blame me. Drake just said it. The psychologist said it. So, but no, that's what I'm saying. So like, it's the same thing with little kids going to the store and parents preventing a little boy from buying a Barbie doll or a pink toy, right? That boy will grow up with the idea that pink is bad. And as he reaches adulthood, since girls wear pink and girls are the people who gravitate towards pink more, that will become negative in his adult life, his view of females, right? So just different things to think about, honestly. I feel like, wait, let me get the side of my nails. That often happens. I paint my nails and I forget to do the sides. You really gotta make sure you are getting every inch of your nail, honestly. 1 second, guys. This is kind of messy, this paint job right here. The reason why this nail polish is kind of thick, I found. So, that's why anytime I do this, kind of hard. Okay, concentration a little bit. Oh my gosh. 1 second. Okay, we're good. Home free. Hey, Jesse, how are you doing today, Jesse? Glad you could be here. The algorithm knew that you want to be part of a community where you're welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. So I recommend the channel to you. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, so you never have to leave. I'm doing my nails right now every Friday around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do a manicure. How's your day going? Excuse me. Hey, Mick, how are you doing? Hey, AD. Bridal said beauty without brain, culture without character. Okay. Kat said, I knew Siri was going to jinx it. No, exactly. Like, Bridal is still Bridal. But they started out so differently, Cats, right? Then I read that large comment, that paragraph, and I was like, you know what? I'm never gonna respond to that one. Hey, Mick, how are you doing? Glad you could be here, Mick Swagger. Mick said, I understand what you're saying because I was raised to be tough and show no emotion. But when I got older, those same people said I was heartless. But my argument was that they taught me to be that way. And that's a valid thing, right? That is a valid thing, and that's a valid truth, right? You are raised to be a certain way, and then when you exhibit the behavior or when you meet the expectations of what you were raised to do, it's a problem, right? So that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like you should just let people be, right? Like, obviously, I don't, from infant development classes or just from observing my nephew, obviously I guess if you have a kid, you are going to install values and traditions into said person, do that. But at the end of the day, all these gender norms of saying boys for this, girls for that, this for boys, this for that, this job, that job. That is pushing these ideas that society told you to push on these people. You're not letting the person's personality develop on its own, right? So just let them develop. Don't push your ideals, your opinions, your notions on people who are malleable. Because little kids, they are malleable. Up until the age of like 5, a kid is malleable, right? The first 3 years of a kid's life is critical. That's when their brain has the most plasticity that it'll ever have. And when I'm saying with plasticity, like plastic, how plastic can shape and how it can change if you put heat on it, that it's the same thing with a kid. That's why if you want to teach a kid a language, teach it early, particularly in the first 3 years of life, right? The values that you give to that kid, the food that you give to that kid in the first 3 years of life is going to be very critical and very important to what they turn into as an adult because of that brain plasticity, right? And the older a kid gets, right, the less plasticity they have, the less likely they are to change, right? So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes people do stuff, just little subtle things that you don't think a kid is going to remember, right? Or just different norms that you don't think the kid is going to remember, right? But they are going to remember even if it happened when it was early in their life and they don't remember it now. So up until the age of like the first 3 years of life is critical, but up until the age of like 5, once a kid meets like 5 years old, their personality is somewhat set. So don't try to push a whole bunch of things on them, right? Just let them develop. Obviously, teach them the norms and the characteristics and what's right, what's wrong. But like all these other stuff, like Mick Swagger said, it can be very harmful. And at the end of the day, I feel like one thing parents like to say is like, I don't remember this. I never did that for you. I never told you. I never remember this. Okay. So yeah. What are you talking about? I am but that's infant development coming in my head right now. So yeah, I didn't know I knew so much about infant development, but I guess I do. That's what I'm saying. When I was taking my infant development classes, it was very enjoyable. You was coming in here doing a lot of experiments on G. No, for real. Like I remember I was wishing G was a baby because I wanted to do a whole bunch of experiments, but luckily he was still a toddler. So I was able to I did the doll experiment on him to give him 2 dolls who looked the same. I was like, which doll is prettier? And then I was doing the baby experiments on him. Which one did he choose? I forgot. I don't know. Wait, oh no, he chose the purple one with the purple outfit. I don't even know if I have that doll anymore. He said the other doll, the hair scared him. And then I did the baby experiment on where I would hold him up to see if his foot would automatically walk. Obviously, those didn't work properly because he had to be a baby, but he developed normally. That's what that told me. He was developing normally, so that was fun. So take an infant development class when you are around a baby and a toddler because you. Parents should take one? Yeah, it's a good class to take infant development. It will low-key scare you because that's also where I learned fallopian tubes. It can, like, an egg can get implanted the wrong way. If you don't go to the doctor, you could die because if they miss it, right? So if you want to have a kid and you actually want to carry said kid, maybe don't take the infant development class because it will low-key make you scared. But at the end of the day, it is a good class to take. Maybe after, when your kid is a baby, after you have the kid, take that class because it'll tell you what to look out for to make sure the kid is developing normally and that they're meeting, not normally normally what is normal, but it will tell you the milestones that a kid should meet to make sure they don't have a learning disability or an impairment in their development, right? So yeah. What are we saying? Read that. Hey Claudia, how are you doing? It is Manicure Friday. So we did these nails. I think I'm gonna add a design. I don't know what though. I don't have my design brush. Guys, where's my design brush? Oh, I do have a design brush. Should we do polka dots? I haven't done polka dots in a while. The polka dots aren't that fun because I can never get the dots to be cohesive. What are y'all thinking? Polka dots? I'm thinking white polka dots. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, though. Let me see if I can find a white nail polish. Okay, there was something flying around me, so we got this. Drake said, "Okay, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm not blaming you. It's Mia's fault." Really?
Trying to think me. I know you, Drake. Don't do that.
Really?
Be yourself, Drake. I'm okay. I'm strong.
Hey, Dat Boy, how are you doing?
I was just trying to protect her. It wasn't my. Tell Drake it was not my intent to put that on her.
But then we saw Wilfie, so Wilfred kind of made my mom less scared of dogs too. But
I was just trying to protect. I was just trying to protect my baby from the unknown. That's all.
So, but it all worked out because we met Wilfred, and even my mom, she became less scared of Wilfred as time went on, right? Because she was giving her food and all that. She still didn't want her to come in the house. So yeah, she came in the house one time, and then I had to like guide her out because that was low-key scary because I didn't want to lift her up. She was just dirty, right? I don't think she would have bitten me, but like I wanted to throw a bucket of water on her to bait her, but my mom was like, you'll scare her and she'll run away, so I didn't do that. And then we gave her a vaccine, but then the medicine wasn't injected properly, so that didn't work out well. Claudia said, "Happy Friday. I'm watching the Winter Olympics." Okay, what's happening with the Winter Olympics? I often forget that there's so many Olympics that happen. So there's the one big one, right? And then there's the winter one. Is there summer and fall Olympics too? Kat said, "Okay, the snow didn't stick." Okay, nice. It's already down to a drizzle. Awesome. Bridal said, "That means your private life wasn't taught." Wait, what? When you were very little. Wait, what? That means your private life wasn't taught when you was very little, kid. I understand you uniquely, Mia. Okay. Glad you understand me, but I'm what do you mean my private life wasn't taught? Kat said, "OMG, did y'all see?" I've seen it. I like, yeah, the Hades Winter Olympics uniform and what is it, Mongolia, I believe. Like the fashion, like give me that uniform. It is really pretty. The whatever designers they have, the designers are doing a really good. What in the world is that? Oh, it's a piece of lint from the thing flying around. But their designers are doing they did a really, really good job. So shout out to those designers. I've seen them. Those are nice. Hey, Dat Boy, how are you doing today? You're pretty as well. Glad you're doing good today. You're cooking. Tell Mom I said hi. Okay, will do. She said hi. She said hi. Kat said they're free. Oh, I didn't even notice the time. Okay, you have so many errands to run before you go to your friend's house, though. Okay, understandable. So, if you're comfortable sharing, what errands are you going on? I know you went to the library like 3 days ago. You went to the library. Do you have to return those books, or are you just good? So you have a few days before you return it. So, as I said, I might do some polka dots. I haven't done a polka dot design in a while. Polka dots aren't necessarily my favorite because, like I told you guys, I get the pattern. Not pattern, but, like, the dots are just different sizes. But we'll try. I mostly do polka dots because there was some imperfections as I was painting my nails, and I do not want to add a third coat because this polish is very thick. So I think a third coat of nail polish is going to just make it too thick. My polka dots are like cousins / sisters. They're not identical twins, though, the sisters. So they can be a little different. So just going. But how's everyone doing today? What are your weekend plans? Not a lot of y'all let me know. I know Kat said on Saturday she plays Dungeons and Dragons. Other people said it's going to be too cold to go outside for them this weekend. Today I stayed in the house, and that mostly I stayed in the house mostly, and then I did go outside. I got Chinese food. I also visited my grandmother today, Gran. So I'm gonna figure out if I know you guys have been requesting a stream with Gran in it. I will figure out a time. I'll look at her and I'll be like, "Are you in the mood to stream?" She's never in the mood to stream, but I think you guys want her more for her what is it? Her vocals, right? So I'm gonna look at her one day. And I'm going to see if she's in a mood to talk. And then I'll stream over there for you guys when I visit her. I did film a video with Gran though the other day for you guys. So I'm going to see if it's appropriate. I'm going to edit it. And if I find that it's appropriate, I'll drop it. But if I don't think it's appropriate, just know we spoke about it. We spoke about it, at least on stream, right? That I would potentially drop it for y'all. So yeah, we'll see. Claudia said, yes, their uniforms is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it really was. It's actually my first time watching the Olympics from start to finish. Okay, nice. Are you enjoying it? I've never seen it. Like, okay, what happened? I saw a lot of people, what was it? Last year, they had the Olympics in France, and I saw that they were volunteers, and they got, like, flown out to France for free, and they got a whole bunch of swag merch, and their work that they did was really easy. So I'm like, let me be a volunteer for like the 2028 Olympics. I've never been to California, but like if you're gonna fly me out to California and I'm gonna get some free merch and it fits into my schedule, I could be a volunteer. I haven't signed up for it because the application's not open as of yet. However, I did sign up for their newsletter, so they'll let me know as soon as the application opens. If I knew about the one from France, though, that should have been the one I signed up for. But I didn't know that was a thing until I saw people posting videos about it last year, saying that they were a volunteer. They got a whole bunch of free merch, guys, and they literally showed that they were doing like no work at all. It was just easy work, just checking people in. It wasn't really work. They went for the free ticket most likely, but still look cool. Okay. What are we saying? Kat said, I have to pick up some stuff at the pharmacy. Okay, cool. And then you're picking up your medicine, okay? And then I'm going to pick up some food. Okay, that is a lot of stuff. And then you're going to bring it to our house so we don't have to spend money on food delivery. That is smart. That is smart, honestly. Yeah, because food delivery, they charge you ridiculous prices. That's really crazy. So, guys, for the people who watch the Olympics, is there like a particular sports team? Obviously, there's a team, but like, is there a particular sport that you watch for? Because I know they have gymnastics, they have soccer, right? They have basketball. Yeah, I know you root for your country, but like, is there a particular team that you like? Not team, but a particular sport that you like. Like, do you only watch for like the gymnastics side of it? Because yeah, I know you root for the countries, but I'm more so asking for the sport. One second, guys. Okay. Okay, let me read some of these comments before I do more polka dots. What happened? Any nice favorites so far, Claudia? Cat's Axe. Hey, Dot Boy. You have a toothache. Oh no, that sucks. Pain medicine for the toothache. Pain medicine for the toothache should be helpful. And then what else? If it's like consistent, if it's consistently a toothache, visit the doctor or the dentist. Because I don't think I've ever had a toothache, but like you eat, you need your teeth, right? So that's definitely painful because as you chew and it's painful, you don't want to eat, and then not eating it's not good, right? So definitely take some pain medicine. I'm looking at this brush. You guys can't even, you can see it. You see that? What is that? That thing hanging on the bottom of my brush. It's messing up my polka dots. Sometimes I think the brushes, oh my gosh, it's like the nail polish is stringy. It's probably spoiling. That can happen. I've had my nail polish for a long time. Some of them, or I've noticed too, the cold can also, like the extreme temperature, so the extreme hot can damage your nail polish. It seems like maybe the extreme cold can also damage it a little bit. Because why is this so stringy, guys? I don't like it. Kat said they mainly like the gymnastics, and it's mainly because of Simone Biles, who's absolutely amazing. Yeah, pretty cool. Kat said, I'm good, Aunt. It's just cold here. Thankfully, I'll be moving around a lot, and my friend lives close to my job, so it'll be warm again soon. Okay, very nice. Claudia said, I really like the figure skating. Yeah, figure skating is cool. Yeah. It makes me believe I can do all those tricks. No, yeah, like, it's a good thing I cannot figure skate, because if I knew how to skate, best believe I would have been trying to do some spins, jump in the air, break my ankle when I land. So good thing I'm terrified of figure skating. I can't even figure skate, but I'm terrified of skating. I've watched too much horror movies. I feel like I'll fall down and somebody will skate like over my fingers and it'll thing.
So you be skating with your walker?
No, isn't that skating? No, but that's skating, not figure skating.
You mean ice skating?
Yeah, ice skating. So yeah, but yeah, I do skate with a walker. My mom took me skating one time. And it's not a walker. It's
a walker.
It's but kids have it.
But it's an old people walker.
She said it's an old people walker. But you know what little kids use when they can't skate? The skating off ice. I had to have that. And I was still scared that I'll fall. And my nails, right? If I fall down, guys, while I'm skating, do you know how painful that will be? My mom, well, I've never seen you do that. My mom said she used to go figure skating with, not figure skating, but it's roller skating. Yeah, my mom said she used to go roller skating with Stu. And she used to be doing dances, but that I never saw her do that. That's when she used to go to like the parties with Stu, and she said it was just a whole bunch of elderly people there, so she didn't take me. And she said she would do a whole bunch of dances and stuff. I believe her, but I don't, because I didn't see it. It's like my mom said she performed on like a Broadway show one time. What show was it, Mai? What show was it? She always says this. Anytime we pass it in Manhattan, she's like, I was on a Broadway show there. I'm like, where's the video? How you did that and no video, Mom?
I didn't have money to make camera back then. They probably have a video somewhere.
Yeah, we need to go find the videos too.
Probably out there.
So one day we're gonna actually go in.
But I was making my way to the front.
She's
I was singing. I couldn't sing and dance, but I was making my way to the front. So
yeah. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Jake said,
Lisa Carson.
Who in the world is Lisa Carson?
And Malik Yoba.
My mom says she performed with Lisa Carson and Malik Yoba. Who do you guys know who that is? I do not know who those people are. But my mom says she did all that.
And a lot of other people.
There's no videos of it. No video proof.
Continue with performance.
No video proof. Were you good?
I was good enough to be on backstage. Be in the back, but I came to the front.
You hear her? She was good enough to be on backstage, guys. This is so bad. These polka dots are ugly. Ew! Ew! What in the world is this, guys? These polka dots are disgusting. Look how big they are. What did I do to my nails? I messed it up big time. These are so bad. Hey, how are you doing, Dan? Glad you could be here. Syria said, I like the X game. X Games better, skateboarding, biking, and snowboarding. Wow, that sounds cool. Is it like the Red Bull? Because guys, you know Red Bull, if you follow them on social media, they always have the people doing extreme sports, and I see the people who do like the snowboarding and the biking. They'll have like the GoPros attached to their forehead, and when they're going down the mountain, I'm like, you are about to fall. You are about to fall. You were about to fall. No, I think about it in my head, though, anytime I see it. Claudia said that, yeah, the dots are too thick. Yeah, and, like, I was trying to get the brush to, like, take off some of the nail polish, but that bottle of white polish was very stringy. Like, I was able to control it a little bit on this hand, but when it came to this hand, I don't know. But it's okay. I'll just be more careful with the thumb. I have this one that I watered down. The reason why I wasn't using it initially, even though I should have, was because I added like purple to it. It didn't change the color 100%, but it turned it into like a grayish white color. So that's why I was trying to avoid using it. But I'm like, I can't go with that stringy polish anymore. It was not operating very well, guys, at all. What are we saying? Claudia said they're excited for Super Bowl Sunday. Okay, nice. So you and Syria are both excited for it. Are you going to actually sit down and watch the whole show or the whole football thing? Or are you just going to watch it? Are you more so excited for the show that's going to the performance? Claudia said, no, I didn't watch the Grammys. No. My mom probably can answer more questions. She's been on TikTok watching it, like the performers. But I never really watched, what is it, shows like that. Like, I would always see the outfits after, but what is it? Just like award shows, right? It's like you're watching a graduation, but just for rich people. Like, or rich people just getting awards, because that's what it is. That's what it is, because they get awards, right? For, like, best artist. That's what it is. When you think about an auditorium for, like, kindergartners or, like, elementary school, shout out to Jay, best team leader. Shout out to Jay, all A's. That's what it is, but for rich people. So
That's true. That is a graduation for rich people. Without the only thing they get that big box.
Exactly. Hey, Forgiveness, how are you doing today? You're cute as well. You ate with the nails. Thank you. Glad you like the manicure. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to hopefully see if it dries because, as Claudia said, the polka dots on some of my hands are a little thick. So, but I think I have a quick drying top coat, so I hope that quick drying top coat helps a little bit with the drying process. We shall see, guys. What did we say? Claudia said, and of course, can't wait to see Bento, aka Bad Buddy, perform. What are we saying? Claudia said, I'll watch the entire game. I got into football like 2 years. Okay, so it's pretty good. Okay, nice. So glad you're gonna enjoy the show. Let me know what you guys think about the show. We can talk about it on Monday's stream for sure. But I don't think I'll watch it. Like I can talk about the performance, right? But when it comes to football, I really won't know what's happening, honestly. So yeah. I'm sure if I wanted to, I could get into it. Kat said, Mia, that's the best definition of an award show ever. All right, thanks, Cats. Because no, when I think about it, I'm like, that's kind of what it is, right? Just awards, right? And I never thought about that when I was younger, but it just came to my head just now. So I'm like, when I was in school, I really didn't like those ceremonies. Like, I liked the ceremony because I would get a certificate. But after I got my certificate, I wanted to go home, right? I didn't want to sit down and wait because it would be hours long watching my other classmates get the stuff. So I can't do that for a show. Like, with my free will, I'll watch the outfits, I'll watch the singing, but like, I don't want to watch you get an award. So yeah. But for anyone who did watch the Grammys or the Oscars, because that was something else, right? And I do at least know the Grammys are for the musicians and the Oscars are like for the actors. Did you guys like it? Did anyone go? Because I know they said sometimes they're open to the public. All you have to do is sign up for it, like a filler seat. So
a lot of stuff for someone that don't pay attention.
No, but on TikTok, they let you know that on TikTok. Sometimes I'll just be scrolling and on my For You page. And it's the content I interact with, because as I told you guys, on TikTok, I interact with a lot of fashion content, food content, and traveling content. So I guess that more so ties into traveling and things to do on a budget, right? That'll be something cool to do, and it's free. All you gotta do is pay for the outfit, right? So, I mean, if you live in this state, it's free. Because all you gotta do is pay for the outfit, so, yeah. I think the Oscars happened. Yeah, Claudia. I'm pretty sure the Oscars happened a few weeks ago because I remember people were really upset that the main actor for Sinners didn't win an award. So they were like, another actor won an award and they were like, that movie didn't even do as good. So they were tying it back to like race and everything, how it was like biased. So I think that one did happen actually. So we're just gonna try and clean up some of these polka dots a little bit and add a little more polka dots in like the filler spaces. And then we can turn it into a chat with me. So if you guys have any questions, want to start a conversation, feel free to think about something and type it in the chat and I'll be more than happy to share my opinion on it. But hello, Sapphire. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Excuse me, you remember me from a bit ago? Okay, nice. Glad you could be back on the stream. How has your day been today? Today is Fridays, and on Fridays around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I like to live stream my manicures for y'all as long as I'm in the house when I do that Friday live stream, right? So today's nail design, y'all chose the color. You chose like this blue, sky blue color. It is a really pretty blue color. And then I was looking at it, I was like, I think it needs some design. But then I added some designs and I don't want to say I messed it up, but it's interesting. I think what I want to do, maybe I'll add some undertones of glitter. So that's going to be a little bit more polka dots, but we'll see how it looks after I do this before we actually decide what type of design. I hate designs that has too much but too little. So some of these fingers have too little. That's why I'm going back and filling it in. Drake said, Mia, do you paint your toes the same color as your nails? I do not paint my toes, Drake. I'm not a pedicure person at all. So, like, I'll do my nails and I will not do my toes. And I've gotten a pedicure. Last time I got a pedicure was last year around the summer. So it's literally been a whole year since I got a pedicure. And the only reason I got that pedicure is because my mom was like, you need to get a pedicure. The reason why I don't get pedicures is because, one, I think my feet doesn't have calluses on it. It really doesn't. And it's not to say it's because, like, I don't walk without shoes on, because I do. I think when you start getting something, like a beauty maintenance, to prevent something, I think that's when you get it more, right? So I think the reason why I don't have calluses on my feet is because I don't get pedicures, so nobody's scraping away my skin, the skin on the bottom of my feet. Because one thing I did notice when my mom had me get the pedicure last year, I noticed that my feet was feeling kind of hard at the bottom. That's why I ran to the store and I got house slippers. I'm like, what is this, right? But since then, my feet hasn't felt hard anymore. So I don't want to make it a habit where I go to the nail salon and I scrape my feet for my feet to get calluses. And two, the reason why I don't paint my toenails is just because, one, it's winter time. Maybe in the summer I'll feel motivated to paint my toenails. But one, it's winter. Who's seeing my feet except for me, right? And I don't do my nails for other people. I do my nails for me. But, like, I just really don't care about my toenails, painting my toenails as much as I care about my nails. I guess it's because I can actively see my nails and I would have to bend and do all that for a pedicure. I have no desire to do that. So these are what it's looking like. It's actually pretty. I do like it now that I'm looking at it. It's pretty. When you look at it from a distance, it's very cute, but, like, you don't see the imperfections. But when you look at it up close, such as me, I do see the little imperfections that I don't like. So I'm thinking, I always forget to turn my finger. Oh my gosh. There are some gaps where I should have turned my finger when I was putting on the design. But I'm thinking about putting some silver. Some silver. If I can pull it out. 1 second, guys. I'm going to read your comments in 1 minute. Let me get this color really quickly. I have a smaller brush, which may help. Oops. Don't mess up. Oh, snap. Okay, we're good, guys. I'm going to use this. Let me go back and read some of your comments. Read that. Sapphire said, did therapy. Okay, you did therapy. Okay. Cool. You worked on your self-esteem and your trauma stuff. You're exhausted, but you're still getting better day and day. Abused as a child, but never letting that destroy me. Okay, cool. And shout out to you for identifying that you experienced this trauma in your life and for being self-aware enough to know that you need to go to therapy, right? To speak through those things that you experience to make yourself a better individual, right? So shout out to you for that. Sapphire said, in connection with that, do you have a way that you make sure you create space to celebrate all your amazing accomplishments? You seem incredibly smart, put it together. Thank you so much for your kind words. Yeah, shout out to my mom. Shout out to God, but shout out to my mom. My Bob has a way. She always does celebrate my accomplishments, my small accomplishments, and my big accomplishments when she can. So, yeah, like, I did graduate, and really, really cool. It was celebrated the day I graduated, and I have, like, my super awesome graduation trip is coming up very soon. Well, it's coming up not very soon, but it's coming up soon, right? So obviously I did get an official graduation gift, but my real graduation gift is my adventure that we're going on, which I'm really excited about, right? So yeah, shout out to my mom. She's definitely an individual who always supports my accomplishments, the big ones and the small ones, so really appreciate that. Drake said, that's another thing that they say, men can't do pedicures and manicures. We got to be manly feet with bunions and corns. One thing I will say, Drake, I feel like some men are breaking that stereotype, because anytime my mom goes to the nail salon, I always see a man in there. Sometimes one time I went to nail salon with my mom, like, if the nail salon has, like, 5 pedicure seats, literally 4 of them were filled with men. So I feel like that stereotype, men are low-key chipping away at that one, right? But corn and bunions, that's not good. Go get your feet clean, man. Yeah, Claudia, that's what I was thinking. They do look like tiny clouds. They really do. So we're going to add some silver to maybe make it pop a little bit. We're not going to add a ridiculous amount. I just want to add like undertone so my hands can be a little shimmery for when I look down at it. We'll see how it looks with the first finger and see if we like it. Sirius said, I'm rooting for the Patriots. Yep. Okay, I remember that. They were a big fan growing up. Okay, awesome. Sapphire said, oh, definitely, I want to be an advocate for youth going through recovery and stuff. That's amazing. That's amazing. Nice. So yeah, definitely see if there's pathways, whether that is by furthering your education in which you can be an advocate for youth and contribute to the development of youth in a better way, or see if there's any partnered organizations, right? With the partner organizations, I feel like you're able to make a change within the youth community in smaller ways, but with the academia route, sometimes it's bigger ways you're able to make that impact and change. That's really amazing. Kat said, man feet is my #1 fear. Why are they so rotted? Oh my gosh. Really? They're ew. Really? Males' feet are rotted? What? How? I didn't know that. What do you mean rotted? No, I need somebody to explain that. Jake said, yeah, we are going now. It's socially acceptable. What do you mean males' feet is rotted? Ew. Jake said, we used to have rock the black. Ew! Really? Jake said males used to have rock the black toenails. So y'all didn't clean your feet at home if you didn't go to the nail salon? What?
Stu don't go in his
Ew. Jake said most men have black toenails. Mom, does Stu have black toenails?
Because sometimes I do his feet here.
Ew, really?
But no, he never has. Stu's feet is good.
My mom said Stu's feet is good, but guys, if there's a male on the stream with black toenails, clean your feet. That's nasty. I'm not trying to be mean, but that's nasty. Clean your feet. Whether that's going to the nail salon, if you're scared of going to the nail salon, go to the store, get a nail kit that comes with a nail cutter, that comes with a cuticle scraper, a cuticle cutter, and get some clear nail polish. And clean your feet. You should not be walking outside with any black toenails or rotted foot. That is nasty. Kat said, LOL, rotted in terms of something that looks gross and but nothing should look gross and unkempt. If something looks gross and unkempt, that is nasty. Y'all don't look at your feet and think you got an infection? Like, no. Your feet should be the same color. I mean, obviously, if you're like, if like you're like humans, like your inside will be paler, right? Then it'll be different color from your skin tone. But it should be, you should see some pink color. I'm not gonna show you my feet, but like my feet looks like my hand, right? It like, yeah. And black toenails is a no-no. Black toenails, that means your toe is dirty. Clean your toenails. Sapphire's like, oh, nah. Yeah, clean your toenails. Or if it's literally the whole entire nail is black, go to the doctor. Your feet is probably infected. Yeah, that's not good. Drake said, not me, though. Dudes be having athlete's foot. So that's how athlete's foot is? It's like black toenails? Ew. Oh, my gosh. Ew. Wow, did not know that. Wow. Shout out to my nephew. He goes to the nail salon. Shout out to his mom, honestly. He got a pedicure one time, so glad she's installing that notion that men should get pedicures early on, because he better not be walking around with no black feet and toenails. That's nasty. Cleanliness. Guys, do you know I was on TikTok? I was on TikTok literally on Monday. Do you know there was a video of somebody teaching people how to bathe? I'm not even lying. The creator, she was like, when you're showering, you need a washcloth or one of those scrubbing gloves, right? Or a loofah. She was like, you need a washcloth, one of the scrubbing gloves, or a loofah. You need a bar of soap. She's like, make sure you lather the washcloth with the soap, and make sure you're actually scrubbing your arms and scrubbing behind your ears and scrubbing the back of your neck and under your foot. And like, she's like, make sure you're doing that. I was like, what in the world type of video was this? And everybody in the comments was like, thank you so much for this video. Thank you so much for this video. This video is so helpful. What? Oh my gosh, like hygiene, like a person made a video like that. That video went viral, and there was actually people in her comments saying, I'm not using no washcloth. I ain't doing that when I shower. What? Like, oh my gosh. It's I say that to say because like it's just baffling. Like, and no, I had to say that because, like, Drake told me that there are some males who have black feet and toenails and think that's normal, right? So I had to say that to be like, what in the world? Hey, Raiders, it's been a while since you've been here. How are you doing today? Raiders is like, what did I just walk in on? Raiders, we got into the discussion of, like, gender norms and pedicures and hygiene, right? It's just really crazy. Like, what? Sirius said, I just don't think men should be taking time out to look pretty. It's not looking pretty. It's being clean and, like, making sure you have good hygiene, right? So that's what I'm saying once again. All these gender norms of saying nail salons are for males and no, nail salons are for females. You see how it's bad? Because that hygiene, if there are males walking around with rotted feet, as Kat said, where it looks unkempt and messy, if there are males walking around with black, dirty toenails, as Drake said, and thinking that's normal, and they think that's good because they're a man, let me tell you, that's nasty. You're dirty. You need to go and get some better hygiene and groom yourself to be clean, right? So you see another way how gender norms can negatively impact people. Drake said, I don't even want to get on that topic, but people don't use washcloths. There's no way you're getting clean. No, exactly. Like, you need a washcloth. You need a loofah. You need one of those gloves that, like, you scrub your skin until it hurts. Like, my mom said, Mom, what'd you get? What'd you get? What's that scrub you like? Oh, my mom said one time she got some type of scrub that the Korean people be getting, and she said she needs that, like, 2 times a year.
You go to the spa, and they can scrub your body.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, my mom, she's clean. Like she uses everything, all the scrubbing stuff every day when she showers, right? But she said when she went to that spa, she still had stuff coming off of her. So, like, you need to build that into your hygiene. So, like, go to the Korea. I've never gotten it. I don't, like, my mom's like, she wants to go there now. She did it one time last year. She's like, she needs to do, like, twice a year, right? But, like, they actually scrub your skin, and, like, they actually get in there. That's how you need to be cleaning yourself at home, man. That's hygiene. I guess that's why one thing they say, what was it? What, like, Asian people, anytime you see them, they're always glowy, I guess. If you look at them, their skin always looks smooth. I guess that's one of the reasons, because that's in their culture. That's where it comes from. I think it's like a Korean body scrub, they call it. So each culture has their norms, but, like, clean yourself properly, man. That's not good if you don't do that. So we're just adding little specks of glitter to make my nails a little more, like, shiny a little bit. I'm glad you're doing good, Raiders. I'm doing good. Yeah, it is nasty, gang. It really is. Hey, Kem, what's the secret? What's your secret to have clean skin? Tell us. Thank you so much. My clean skin, I have good hygiene. I think my genetics definitely do play a factor in. I don't wear makeup though, so I don't put harsh chemicals on my face. I also eat good food, as my mom said, which is true, because when I was at school, occasionally I would drink soda, right? I'm not really a soda person, but sometimes you just want something different, so I would drink soda, and once I drank soda one time, I would drink for the whole week, my face would get bumps. So I really haven't been drinking a lot of soda, so you are what you eat, so put good food into your body, right? Washouts, laxatives, things like that, yearly is good for you. Other things you can do is, like, eat vegetables, but my genetics do play a factor too, I feel like, because I never really had pimples. Like, occasionally I would get a bump, but I feel like those are more stress bumps, or if I put something on my face like makeup and I had an allergic reaction, I would take it off. But yeah, Hey, how are you doing, Short? Glad you could be here, Short Stack. I use that. Yeah, the African net spender. Yeah, I forgot the name of it. Yeah, I have the glove version of it. And it's amazing. You can get, oh, you can get on your back. Okay, the back. Okay. I've heard of that one. Yeah. Kem said it's freezing. No, easy to take a bath every day. What do you mean? Kem, if it's, what country do you live in, Kem? Yeah, what country do you live in? Because you said it's freezing, so it's not easy to take a bath every day. So your shower's outside? What country are you from? I mean, that makes sense. If you're from a country where it's normal to have outdoor showers and you're not able to take a bath every day, I understand as to why you can't do it. But if you're saying it's freezing, like New York, like it's freezing in New York, right? Some of the cold seeps in because it's just so cold outside. But I'm still taking a shower every day. Like, what? Even in the cold. Like, no, you gotta bathe, man. That's nasty. No. Okay. 1 second. But that video was really funny. I literally saw a video of somebody teaching people how to shower. That video was crazy to me. It's like, what in the world am I watching? I watched the whole thing because I was like, there's no way this is not satire. I sat down and I watched the whole entire thing. Yeah, the glitter's not doing anything much, so we're not going to even put on the other fingers. Let's just let this dry, and then we will add the top coat. So, Claudia, you have to go. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Claudia. It was definitely enjoyable having you on the stream. Excuse me. Thank you so much for your engagement and for your comments and for your kind words, as always. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Feeling Nutritional YouTube video or YouTube Shorts. I've never heard of that country before, Kem. I've never heard of that country before. But it is my opinion, though, that you should shower every day if possible, right? The idea, let's not bring back the ancient, not even ancient, but let's not bring back the white history idea, right? Because if you don't know, the idea of not showering every day is not necessary and it'll make you sick. That came from Europe and white people. White people in Europe in like the 16th, 15th century, your ancestors did not shower every day. And you had the Black Death. You were dying. Like, you guys were developing diseases like crazy over there. It was nasty. They developed a perfume to mask the odor. And the whole reason why they did that was because they thought if they showered every day, they would get sick. Whereas my ancestors, we were showering every day, twice a day, 3 times every day. And we were clean. So, like, Kem, let's not push that idea back onto people in 2026. That is not necessary to bathe every day. It is necessary to bathe every day. It is.
In Paris, and they said that. They said that how they didn't bathe.
Yeah.
The king and the queen, they didn't bathe for days.
Yeah, that's nasty.
They used perfume.
Yeah, like perfume.
Oh
Imagine the flies buzzing around them. It stank. And, like, they really didn't have... It's not my opinion, Kem. It's a fact. It's a fact. If you look at history, go and Google and look at one of the main reasons why people develop sicknesses and diseases. It's because you're not clean. The main reason why I'm not a doctor, but the main reason, if you look at those... if you look at the countries that had the most plagues to known history, it is Europe. People in Europe back in the 16th, 15th century, 14th century, they were dying like crazy. Their babies weren't being born. That's because they weren't having good nutrition. But at the same time, they were dirty, right? Like, people were dying. They were developing sicknesses. Sicknesses was spreading like crazy. That's because y'all weren't bathing, right? It is also because, like, sicknesses was prevalent. But, like, when you look at Africa and the Mayan empires, they were good. They were good, right? So, my opinion, Kem, is supported by data and history and historical facts, right? If you do not shower every day, you will start to stink. You will start to develop sicknesses and etc. Right? So, you do you, Kem. You do you. But just observe if people around you, if they stay away from you when you go in public, if you don't shower every day. All right? Just make that observation, all right? So, yeah. Stay safe out there. Stay safe out there. You do what you do. You do use your life, but let's not push that notion on people that they shouldn't shower every day, because that's what they did in Europe, and look at them. Hey, Clinton, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Oh, look at their history, right, of that. Drake said, I'm not even trying to be funny. Oh, Drake, did you type a comment before that? It didn't come through. It's no way you're getting clean. I'm not, wait. Yeah, did you type another one? Drake said, I don't even want to get on that topic, but some people don't use washcloths. Oh, yeah. It's no way you're getting clean. Yeah, I do agree with that one. Drake said, I'm not trying to be funny. Okay, read that one. Cam said, skin is not creative to be clean every day in my culture. Well, that's your culture, right? So yeah, I'm not trying to change your idea of your culture, Cam. So, but I mean, yeah, you do you, Cam. Be safe out there. I hope people in your culture is not getting sick, and I hope y'all don't have a lot of diseases, and I hope y'all don't stink. But you do you, since you live in your culture, all right? But for everybody else who's on Uniquely Mia stream, I'm encouraging y'all to bathe every day. Whether that's a shower, whether that's a bath, just scrub your skin. And don't go in the shower and just stand there, right? Go in the shower, take some soap, some washcloth, the African net sponge, and scrub your skin, right? Scrub your skin. So yeah. As Kat said, be uniquely you, Kim. Exactly. Right? So just don't push the idea onto a lot of people, right, that they shouldn't do this every day, right? Let's not do that, because that's a harmful idea, in my opinion, that you're pushing on to people. So look at history, guys. Be safe out there. Kem said, I'm safe. Okay, nice. Glad you're good. But yeah, so history is very interesting, but it's really crazy. And I've seen numerous people do videos on that too. They speak about that. They're like, if you look at Europe, Europe was just a dirty place in general, man. It really was, especially during the 13, 12 cents. Like whenever we have the historical records, most of the records come from like about history that we know of is European history. It was just a dirty place. It really was, guys. They didn't bathe every day, and not even, I'll take out the bathing aspect of it. They used to throw their garbage in the street. They threw their garbage in the street. When they used the bathroom in Europe, the chamber pots, they would throw that stuff out the window. It was a dirty place to be. It was really a dirty place. So when you look at as to why they had so many plagues and why they had so many other diseases and so many deaths, and the royal families, all their kids were dying, it's because y'all were dirty. That's why. Y'all were dirty back in Europe, back in the day, man. It was a really bad place. It was really crazy. And they got a lot of stuff to say about minorities too. And they were the ones, the history of it shows. It's really crazy. I've never heard of that place before, Cam. I would Google it, but my phone died, my other phone died, and I don't have another electronic device near me. So what region? Is it located like on a specific continent? Like, is it close to the United States? Is it like in Africa? Is it in Europe? Is it in Asia? Which continent is it located? Is it more so an island, Chem? I've never heard of that place before. 1 second. Kat said, my brother used to not clean his feet, and you could tell his ankles. Oh no, Kat. We're cruddy and nasty. Oh my gosh. Kat says, is he at least cleaning his ankles now? I'm confident that you told him about it. He's cleaning his ankles now. But no, it's like there are visible signs of it. Like, yes, maybe after what? Maybe you can push it a week, right? I feel like with not doing something like having a proper hygiene, maybe you can push it to a week. But after that, I've never tried it, so I don't know. I'm just saying stuff, right? But maybe you can push it to a week. But after a week, there's gonna be some noticeable things. It's gonna start to smell. It's gonna, like, dirt is gonna start to build up. Like, you're gonna feel grimy, right? So yeah, it's just really interesting. It's just really crazy to me. Is your mom there? Yeah, she is, Syria. Kat said, wow, I just Googled it, and it's, wow, okay, it's an extremely secluded island near Australia. Oh, wow. Okay.
One option is Goodwill and YNJ on Van Dam Street in New York.
Huh?
About 6 miles to your north.
It's extremely secluded island near Australia. Your lives are reaching far. Yeah, it's really, really crazy. That's really interesting, Kim. So welcome all the way from the extremely secluded island near Australia. Thank you, Katz, for looking that up for me, and for your own knowledge as well. Thanks for sharing that with the stream. That's really interesting. So shout out to you guys all the way near Australia, right? That's really cool. So once again, the further the live gets pushed and the more people that tune in, we're learning stuff together, because you said in your culture, Kim, it's not normal to like bathe every day. So it's a very interesting take for sure to learn about. So do you like living on that island, Kim? That's a good question at Cat's Act. Do you get Amazon package there? That's a funny question. But no, Amazon says that it ships like worldwide, right? And if you do get Amazon packages, do you still have that like 1-day delivery there? But hey, Billy, how are you doing today, Billy? Glad you could be here. How's everything going with you today? I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and you are welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. The algorithm knew that you want to be part of a community where you are welcome, so I recommend the channel to you. Remember, to like the video, subscribe. I have a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology, Professional Writing, Master's degrees in Public Administration and Criminal Justice. Would love to know. How's your day going today? What are your plans? Depending on what time it is, it's probably nighttime, afternoon, morning. You're probably already into tomorrow, right? Today was Friday, so on Fridays, I do manicures on my live stream. So right now I'm adding the top coat. This top coat adds like a gel-like shine to your manicure. So we're going to see if it's actually a little bit shinier than normal. I want to see if it's quick drying as well. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about quick drying. I thought it would be, but I don't see anything about that. Hey, Cher Bear, how are you doing today? They are protesting in New York, okay, and nurses are leaving patients saying they don't get paid enough. They want more money, so messed up. Well, yeah, I mean, depends on what perspective you look at it from, but I get what you're saying, right? I get how you're saying it's messed up, because nurses took a job, right, to say they're going to take care of patients, right? And they're leaving because they're not getting paid enough, right? So it's bad to the patients who need the care, right? But at the same time, I mean, hey, the nurses want to get paid enough. Being a nurse is probably a really demanding job at the same time, right? There's got to be somebody there to take on the slack, right? While the other nurses are there and they'll get paid extra most likely for that. So depends on how you look at it. We can say teachers in America too, right? Particularly K through 12. K through 12 teachers, I mean, they can't protest. I think it's against their contract anyway, but if they could, there are some people who are like, they have a teaching degree. They don't want to do it anymore because they're not getting paid enough. And the prevalence of school shooters in K through 12 is ridiculously crazy, right? So, they're like, that's not for me in America. So they leave their job. Oh, yeah. Country of America for us, guys. Alrighty. Let's see. Smoke weed every day. No, let's not push that message on, all right? If you do that, do it in moderation, be healthy with it, but let's not push that on the channel, right? Let's not push that notion. If you need it for medical reasons, obviously consult a doctor, use responsibly. If you're using for recreational use, I advise against it. Why impair your thinking abilities if you don't have to? But if you do decide to do that, you are still more than welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. Use safely, but let's not spam the chat with that, all right, guys? But how are you doing today? Who said that in the chat? How are you doing today? Large Pro. Shearbeer said in my area they get paid $30 an hour. Is that a lot? I don't know what the average salary for a nurse is, so I really don't know if that's a lot. So yeah. Cam said nurses, teachers must be so paid. I mean, well, in America, if you're a K through 12 teacher, you're not getting paid good enough, right? So that's why if you become a teacher in America, the only way is a professor, right? Because at least you're in higher education. If you get into a public school and you're teaching there, you're making the big bucks, right? But K through 12, you got to deal with students who don't want to be there, and you get in trouble if they don't do the work, most likely. I've never been a teacher, but that's my assumption, right? Of it. And then when you look at nurses in America, nurses do say they make a lot. I see them all the time on TikTok. They say they make a lot, but they do say it's hard, their jobs. So I guess that's why they want to get paid more. But at its core, I guess I understand why they do that. Okay. But some states don't allow the ability to protest, so who knows? Maybe they'll take that away from nurses now, because that's what they do. Back in, like, what is it? Public administration knowledge for you. I don't know. I think it was back in, like, the 1970s or 60s. Federal workers protested because they weren't getting paid. I think the government either shut down, so they weren't getting paid, so they protested, or they weren't getting paid enough, so they striked and they didn't go to work. And you know what happened after that? All the federal workers who went on strike, they got fired. And then two, when they hired new federal workers after that, after they fired everybody, they said, if you agree to be a federal worker, you can't strike. And if you strike, you lose your job. So that's why when the government shut down last year, people are wondering, why didn't the federal workers go on strike? Because when the government reopened, they would have lost their job. So that's why they didn't go on strike. So now that I don't know who said that. Who said that? Who said nurses is on strike? So Sheer Beer, if nurses in New York are really on strike, you know what's going to happen? I don't know. Maybe they could fire them all for that. But if they don't fire them all, you know what's going to happen? They're probably going to revise the laws to say, if you're a nurse, you can't strike anymore, right? If you strike, you're going to get fired, right? Because like you said, that is dangerous to just leave your patients like that. But at the same time, they don't change the laws until they learn, right? Or until something happens, which puts it in perspective to the people who make the laws, saying, hey, this isn't safe, right? So yeah, that's why federal workers don't strike, though, because they can't. If they do it, they lose their job. So they can do it, but they don't want to lose their job. You get a lot of good benefits as a federal worker, right? Kat said, there's been a lot of protests of Haitians across the country. Really? Why? Because if they came to America through asylum seeking, then the deadline passed, but obviously Haiti hasn't gotten better. Oh, so they're no longer able to be here is what you're saying. Oh, okay. Kat said, so they're protesting to get more time. Okay. Okay. Thanks for sharing that. I did not even know that's, yeah. Wow. Okay. Hopefully it works out. Hey, you're beautiful as well. Xana. Kem said Mia's against weed, I guess. I'm not against it. It's just something I will not partake in, and it can do some damage, right? So yeah, I'm just obviously if you utilize that substance and you are a Uniquely Mia supporter, you are still more than welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness, right? But it's not something that I will promote the usage of, because it's like, why use it? Why are you using it? Do you really need it? We don't know what it truly does to your brain, right? I mean, particularly in America. Now, if you now that marijuana has existed, right, in other countries for centuries, but that's more so of the natural one. But in America, they mix it up with a whole bunch of stuff. So who knows what the one in America can do to you, right? Even the one from the other countries who's supposed to be natural, it can turn somebody crazy, right? So it can definitely have negative effects on individuals when you use it, particularly use it for a long time, right? It's an addictive substance, and when you take away that addictive substance, imagine you're going through withdrawals, right? So why get addicted to something in the first place, right? So if you don't have to, I'm not going to advocate for it. So I'm not against it. Obviously, if you need it for medical reasons, because medical marijuana is a thing, you need it, get the medical marijuana. But if you don't need it, why use it, right? So yeah, that's my view on it. All right, I'm taking the nail polish and I'm like capping the ends a little bit, because this helps your nail polish stay on a little bit longer. You have the same glasses? Okay, nice. We're twinning. 1239. Very nice. You like my nails? Xana, thank you so much. I really appreciate your kind words. I do my nails on Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as long as I do a stream from inside of my house. So today we went with the sky blue color, the polka dots. Some of the supporters on stream told me it looks like a cloud a little bit, and now I can't unsee it. I'm not mad about the cloud effect. So I'm gonna let this dry, and then I hope it dries smooth. and then we'll see. I don't think I have a desire to change it, so I think this polish will stay on. It will stay on until next Friday unless it chips before then and I feel motivated to change it. But it's looking pretty good, I feel like. Oh yeah. I'm gonna record a YouTube shorts for my nails and I'll post it so y'all can see it close up as well. All right. Kat said, OMG. Oh no, Kat, you're living my worst nightmare. Kat said the Uber driver keeps talking to me. Oh my gosh. That's definitely one of my worst nightmares for sure. Because I'm like, I go in an Uber. I understand if you ask how my day was. I'm like, okay, my day was good. How's your day good? But then after, like, what do you want to know? Why are you still talking? Kat's, put in your headphones. You said, yeah, put in your headphones. Kat said, I just drastically... you dramatically put on the headphones. Hopefully that works. Yes. You have to do that. You really have to do it and make a big show of it because sometimes I'll go into an Uber and I have my earpods in already, but they don't see it. So, like, I have to, like, pull out the other one and, like, adjust it. Right? Another Uber safety tip. Make sure the window's wound down a little bit, cats. Always have the window down a little bit if something need to happen. Jump out the window. I don't know. But it's just good. It's just good safety tips. And always make sure that somebody's tracking your Uber, right? Have, like, whether that's your sister, whether that's one of your friends, make sure that they send them the link so they can follow your ride. Send a screenshot of your license plate to one of your family members, right? And what is it? Make sure that you have a PIN enabled. Those are all not YouTube, but Uber safety practices. What's my plans for Valentine's Day? To be in the house or go outside if my mom's outside. So yeah, I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. I don't celebrate it because why? It's a man-made holiday, right? So yeah, even when I was a kid, I didn't celebrate it, honestly. It's just another way for people to get money. Now, mind you, I say that, but if Stu should get my mom a gift for Valentine's Day, right? She's his forever Valentine, right? So yeah, when you get married to somebody, celebrate Valentine's Day, even though it's a social holiday or a society-created holiday, right? But for me, why do I gotta celebrate it? So I'm not doing nothing. So now there's a regular day. I'll save my money. That's for Stu and my mom, not me. Kat said, remind me of the Flappy Bird background. I don't think I've heard Flappy Bird. Who's Flappy Bird? Who in the world is Flappy Bird? Kat said it worked. Okay, nice. Glad it worked. Kat said, I'm watching my nieces for Valentine's Day. That is so sweet, Kat. That is really, really so sweet of you. So awesome. Have a great day. Great day on Valentine's Day with your nieces. Very nice. Yeah, there's too many man-made holidays. I got Mother's Day for my mom, right? I got my mom's birthday, and I got the whole year for my mom, where I do stuff for her. So I'm not celebrating Valentine's Day with my mom. That's for her and Stu. Maybe when I was a kid, I probably got my mom a flower, but yeah, I'm getting you that for Valentine's Day. That's not for me. That's for my mom and Stu. She'll get her big gift, fun gift on Mother's Day and her birthday. What? What do you mean? I said the days for her and Stu, and she said in her dreams.
When the holidays come around.
Can I have some water, please?
When the holidays come around, Stu said he's Jehovah's Witness.
Oh my God, bro. Really?
Well, he grew up Jehovah's Witness, but he remembers it. So I be saying to him, when the holidays come around, you Jehovah's Witness, but when your birthday come around,
That's funny.
You Christian. When your birthday and your holidays come around, he looks at everybody. He Christian.
I was so parched. Oh my gosh. I was so parched. I always tell you guys, if you want to know what it's like to die of thirst, talk a lot and don't drink water for a while. Thank you.
You telling them to play with that?
Oh my gosh. Or not even die of thirst. If you ever wondered what it was like to be on a desert.
They want to know how delicious water is.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. My mouth was so dry. And it's like now that I drank the water, I can feel how dry my mouth is. But prior to me drinking it, I didn't even notice it. Hey, Mac. Mac said they're a troll. Have a good one. Same to you. Same to you. Exactly, Cats. Cats like, wow, me, you converted into the troll, right? I'm like, I read that comment. I was thinking, why'd you tell me that? And I realized you didn't troll me. So you saw how nice I am. So you're like, you don't want to troll me. But welcome, Mac, to the Uniquely Mia channel, where we rehabilitate trolls. Thank you. Is that Stu's? You gave me his fortune cookie. She gave me his fortune cookie. But that's funny. Drake said, I can't open the water. Okay, I can open it. Drake said it's Mother's Day / Father's Day. No, Drake, but there's no sons and daughters day or Children's Day. Do you know how many times I told my mom that?
Just take your daughters to work, though. I used to take them to work.
I don't remember that. Drake, do you know how many times I tell my mom that? And she's like, it's your birthday. I'm like, you get birthdays and Mother's Day. Where's my Children's Day? Where's my Daughter's Day?
Every day.
Do you even know there's Sister's Day? I never got nothing for my sister for Sister Day.
Because
But like,
every day
what,
a
Drake?
parents do for the kids. Every day a parents do for the kids. So what is it one day out of the year for the kids to do for the kids?
What happens to kids like me who do stuff for the parents every day of the year when I'm with you?
With an attitude?
No, I'm not mean all the time. Sometimes I do it nicely. What happened to those people?
You just said- you
Even
just-
if I do it with an attitude, I still do it.
You just answer.
I
your own
still do
question.
it.
Just answer your own question, okay?
That's funny. I still do it. All right.
What's the point of giving attitude before you do something you're gonna do it anyway?
It makes me feel good.
Oh, so you get off on that.
It makes me feel good to just tell her I don't want to do it sometimes. Okay. Yeah, it's like releasing the meanness so that way I can still do the stuff.
You're a troll.
I'm not a troll.
You're a troll.
How am I gonna be a
That's how trolls get off. That's why they come and do what they do. You're a troll.
Like, I'm not a troll. Can you open this, please? Don't eat it. Just open it.
If I open it, if I contribute to it being open, I have to be
She will
paid.
eat a part of my cookie.
You know me very well.
Stop. Open it. Just don't get your own. Oh, wait, I got it. Ew, I eat plastic. But that is so true, Drake. Like, I remember the first day, first time, I always tell you guys, one year I gave my mom a card for Mother's Day. Just a card and a nice message. She got so upset, and I got so upset at her too. Because I'm like, what do you mean you want something big and extravagant for this one day when I'm with you throughout the whole entire year? I do I do a whole bunch of nice, positive stuff for you. And on this one day, because everybody else is celebrating Mother's Day on this day, you get upset just because I get you a card. That made me so upset at my mom, low-key. So, but you are right, Drake. You are right. We should have a Children's Day or a Son's Day or a Daughter Day. Because what do you mean? They have all these other days. Like, what? And I tell my mom that all the time, ever since I was little.
What's the definition of children?
I don't know. A kid that you decide to have? I don't know what the formal definition is, but an
So what
offspring?
do a child
Multiple
evolve?
offsprings?
You become an adult, right?
Oh, yeah, what about it?
No longer a child. To have a child.
How in the world am I no longer a child when you decide to have me? I'm your child no matter what age I am. I didn't ask to be here. I was in heaven chilling, and you decided to have me.
I didn't tell you to jump
What type
into
of madness is that?
I did not tell you.
When you reach a certain age, you're no longer my child. What in the world? Guys, did you ask to be here? What? I came here by myself. Was I like Jesus?
You saw me.
Was I like Jesus without a creator who carried me? Like, what type of madness is that?
I saw you and I wanted you to be my mother. Remember that song you wrote? So you chose me. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't ask you to come in. I was just having a good time. I was party over here, party over
Be
here.
quiet.
I was
Be quiet.
having a good time.
Stop talking.
And you're like,
Stop talking.
oh, you having a good time, huh? You having a good time, huh? I'm gonna, okay.
I'm gonna be sick.
So you chose.
I'm gonna be
okay?
sick.
Don't run that on me. I
Be
was
quiet.
just
Mom,
enjoying
shut.
myself.
Oh my
I
God,
was enjoying
shut
myself,
up.
expecting to have no baby.
Oh my
pop up
God,
inside
shut
of me.
up.
But you
Mom,
did.
stop talking.
You
Stop
did.
talking. Go back to your computer. Go back to your computer.
Taking a break.
I'm gonna be sick. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What we calling God's name in vain for?
I don't want this anymore.
You remember the 10 Commandments?
Oh my God.
You calling God's name in vain? What's the problem?
Oh my God.
You have all that mouth.
I'm gonna be
so you
sick.
might as well be able to take
Oh
it
my
as
God.
well too. I was having a good
Stop
time.
talking, please. Oh my gosh, Mom,
Where
please.
your mind go?
Mom,
My mind is not
please
even
be
going
quiet.
there.
Please be quiet.
My
Please,
mind
please
is not
be
even
quiet.
going there.
Please be quiet. Please be quiet, please. Like, oh my God. Guys, I'm gonna be sick.
You got the toilet paper next to you.
I literally feel like I want to throw up. Here, take this from me. I don't want this nasty cookie no more.
You touched it up and everything?
Eat the cookie, man. I touched it up. You got more germs than me.
Who
Oh
told
my
the person to eat
God.
the cookie? Why you sound like
Oh my God.
Tell me to eat the cookie.
Mom, eat the cookie.
No, you eat the cookie.
Eat the
You
cookie.
eat the cookie.
Go
I
sit.
ate the cookie.
Go
That's
sit
why
down.
you here.
Go sit down. What does that even mean? What in the world does that even mean? What? That sounds so weird. Guys, what in the world?
Why is it wet? Oh my goodness.
Eat the cookie.
Go in the garbage. Did you wet it up?
Oh my God.
Saliva or water. Oh my goodness.
What in the world? Saliva or water? Drake said, Mia, we think alike because I tell my mom that all the time. No, it's valid. We need a kid's day. Kim said, son and daughters don't deserve a day. Why not?
That's right.
But why not?
I carried you for 9 months.
Oh, it's your choice. But that was her choice. I didn't speak to her from heaven and be like, carry me. Like, what?
I could have sent you back.
Yeah.
Return to sender.
Yeah. People do it. So, like, that was her choice. Drake is laughing. Katz is laughing. Katz has a shocked face. Katz like, uniquely mom is crazy. No, she's getting too comfortable. She's getting too comfortable with y'all. Like, what in the world? She literally made me sick.
Party over here going on, party. And this child is going to say, I'm going to stop that party. You having too much fun. I'm coming down for some of that. Maybe that's what you saw. You saw me having a good time and you're like, you know what? She seemed as though she would be pretty cool. I'm
Okay, she's
enjoying
good.
that party.
It's safe to listen. All
That's
right.
what happened.
I apologize, guys. That was a very disturbing conversation. That was very disturbing. But we're good now. We're safe. She's back in, like, her hibernation area. So I think we'll be safe. But welcome everybody to the stream. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. The woman who you heard talking was my mom, also known as Queen Mother, also known as Uniquely Mom. And you are welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. So I did my nails in this stream. It's pretty cool. We got the blue with the polka dot. We added some silver. As Claudia said, it's looking like some clouds, which I will take. I do love some clouds. So now we could turn into a little chat with me session. If y'all have any questions for me, any comments, want to get my opinion on something, excuse me, feel free to type in the chat.
I didn't hear you say Evan. What happened to Evan?
Oh yeah, Evan was on earlier. I think Evan said they were gonna hop off and do their own stream. So, Evan, if you're still on, but you turned a little quiet, how are you doing today? I know I asked you earlier, but if you're having your own stream right now, hopefully it's going well. Really enjoy watching you guys' streams, right? It's really awesome to see that Katz, Evan, other supporters on stream, you guys are building your social media channel, right? So it's really, really cool. And as always, if there's any supporters on my live stream, who has subscribed to me and you want me to support you as well, if you're trying to like get into streaming or posting full nutritional YouTube videos or YouTube shorts, feel free to drop your YouTube name in the chat and I'll be more than happy to subscribe to your channel as long as you're subscribed to me first, right? Because subscription is free, support is free, and because you guys support me, I'll be more than happy to support you guys as well. And yeah, if you have any other questions, any comments, concerns, feel free to type out. I'll be more than happy to turn it into a chat with me session, thinking about some things that I could talk about with you guys. Oh, let's read my fortune. Let's see. Dracula hairline. Thank you, Tony. I can't unsee it now. You are right, though. Especially those old Dracula movies. That is true. But yeah, I'll take it, honestly. Drake said, at Mama Mia, didn't ask to be here. Just like you didn't ask for her to be your favorite. It just happened. Like, you are so right, Drake. Like, she didn't ask me to be her favorite. She did confirm it one time on stream. We have her verbally saying it. Like, it's really cool. It's really cool. So, you know what? She needed a favorite child. So, I guess that's why, right? I guess I saw that she didn't have a favorite. So, I had to come down and be the favorite, right? So, yes, I know my purpose now. To be the favorite child. Shout out to God. Shout out to me. my sacrifice for being favorite. Leaving Kevin. Okay, my fortune is do what you love. Do what you love is freedom. Loving what you do is happiness. What?
Yes, do what you love is freedom, and loving what you do is happiness. So as long as you do what you love, you'll be happy and you'll have freedom at the same time.
Where the money at? I need to go on a plane right now. The fortune cookie said I need to go on a plane. And I need plane tickets that'll take me to the end of the year, back to back. I'm broke. I can't do that right now. Or I don't got enough miles or whatever. So alas, the fortune cannot come true immediately. Yeah, I just ripped up the fortune. Guys, do you actually keep your fortunes? I'd be ripping those stuff up. I'd be throwing in the garbage. You know how I know fortune cookies manufacturers? They partner with like organizations, and they're gonna give you a fortune cookie for a specific for a specific organization or not, is because when I was at school, I used to get Panda Express a lot because that was like the real food that you would get at the school. And all the fortunes would always be about academics. It would always be like, work hard, don't give up. It would always be like stuff like, keep pushing through, you're almost at the finish line. It would be very academic based fortunes, and that's when I learned that, hey, these schools or these organizations, they can partner with the fortune cookie person maker message, and they'll create like a specific niche or a specific theme of messages for a specific like institution that has the restaurant. Hey, how are you doing? How are you doing? Hi, glad you could be here. What do you think about Drake dating Kim K? Drake the singer and Kim K? I know they were. I really don't pay attention. I didn't know they were in a relationship. I mean, two rich people in a relationship, they just getting more richer. So yeah, good for them. I guess that's what I think about it. Maybe you'll get a new rap song. He sings or he raps, right? Maybe you'll get a new song, right? Isn't that what Kendrick Lamar sang about? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I think about it. I know that probably wasn't a very entertaining answer. I really don't stay up to date with pop culture, honestly. Yeah, and Drake's like, I didn't even know they were dating. Neither did I, honestly. I don't really stay up to date with pop culture. Like, I know about their fashion trends a little bit. But yeah, I'm not really, you know how some people are like, what is it, obsessed with celebrity lore and celebrities' lives? It's not really me. Yeah. I just see them as regular people who are just well known and have more money than me, right? So that's how I see them, honestly. And I don't really butt into regular people, to other people's lives. So yeah. Um, Drake said, I don't know. I don't keep my fortune cookies. Yeah, I don't keep them either. Right? But yeah. So yeah. But how's everyone doing today who just joined? That was not a very entertaining answer, guys. But honestly, I don't stay up to date with pop culture. My mom likes SZA though. If you ask a question about SZA, my mom will have a lot to say about that. I feel like my mom is somebody who's definitely obsessed with SZA and everything in her life for sure. And then yeah, their fashion trend is definitely cool. I like watching. You know what show I do watch? Talking about a show that, because I know earlier I told you guys that I don't watch, like, what is it, like the Oscars and the Grammys? I watch, what is it, the Met Gala. Now, I don't watch it on TV, right? But I will watch the outfits. That is something that I will intentionally search up, and I will watch the Met Gala. Mostly, maybe it's because I like fashion or love fashion, and the Met Gala is all about fashion because it's literally, you're watching the Met Gala for the outfits, right? So, no, my phone died, so I'm not streaming on TikTok no more. But yeah, I know that I saw Kim K. She's always at the Met Gala, right? Her outfits are cool sometimes, right? She wore the Marilyn Monroe dress. Did you guys like that she wore the Marilyn Monroe dress? I really didn't see the point of it. You destroyed a piece of history right there when you did that. But once again, it showed with enough money, you can do anything you want. And then I remember I saw she wore an outfit where it was literally latex all around. Would I wear that? No, I would not. Zendaya also always has cool Met Gala outfits. So yeah, that's cool. And then Rihanna also has really cool Met Gala outfits. But that's what I watch. Have you guys ever seen that show? Or you have no idea what I'm talking about? It's not even a show, I don't think, but it airs on regular TV. My nail polish smudged a little. I was going to fix it, but I picked up blue, the wrong color. But what are you guys saying? Let's see in the chat. No, read that. Okay. So, guys, let's see. I'm thinking about something else that happened throughout the week or the day that I can update you guys on. I'm thinking in my head. I think we spoke about everything pretty much. As I said, tomorrow, my mom and I are going back to the gym. So stay tuned. Stay in the YouTube area. We'll be starting that stream around 8 a.m. / between 8:30, between 8 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. We will start that stream tomorrow to go to the gym. We're going to be back on the Stairmaster. We're going to be doing some sit-ups and push-ups for that workout. I'm going to try and aim for, I don't know, let's do 12 minutes, 15 to 12 minutes on the Stairmaster. We haven't been on the Stairmaster for a few weeks, so it's probably going to be, not 18 minutes. Last time we were there, we were able to do 18. And then that's basically it. Throughout the week, I mostly stayed in the house. I saw my grandmother like twice a week. And then I did work on my computer a little bit on some stuff. Coming to you guys very soon. So yeah, Drake said, I like it. I watched just for the fashion. Yeah, the fashion's pretty cool. The fashion's very cool, very cool. And then I do agree, fashion's cool. And then we also have a coloring book. So I have a Uniquely Mia's coloring book, which is available to be purchased on Amazon from y'all. Remember, it is 77 pages. If you already got a coloring book, let me know. I know Kat said that her coloring book has been in delay. Like she's ordered it, then Amazon had to resend one. So yeah. If you guys would like to purchase a coloring book, go to my YouTube homepage, click links. A link will take you directly to Amazon, or go straight to Amazon and type in Uniquely Mia's coloring book. And if you guys do decide to color it in, I would love to see how your creative imagination comes to life in this coloring book. And then we also have this book here called The Adventures of Uniquely Mia from the USA to the Caribbean West Indies, which is also available to be purchased on Amazon, guys. So go to my YouTube homepage, click the links, and a link will take you directly to Amazon. So I'm going to stay on for a few more seconds, see if we have any other comments, any other questions. If not, I'll go ahead. Oh my gosh, I'm some mail. No, we're good. If not, I'll go ahead and end the stream for today. So I'm gonna shout out some people's names, and then if there's no new comments once I'm done, I'll go ahead and end the stream for today. Yeah. I'm still thirsty. All right, thank you, Drake. Thank you, Drake, for being here. Thank you, Cool, for being here. Thank you, Tony, for being here. Thank you, Gigi Cat, for being here today, also known as Cats and Pokemon. Thank you, Kem, for being on today's stream. Thank you, Mac, for being on today's stream. Thank you, Evan, for being here. Thank you, Bridal, for being here today. Thank you, Janice, for being here today on today's stream. Thank you, Large Pro, for being here on today's stream. Thank you, Sheer Bear, for being here. Thank you, Billy, for being here today. Thank you, Syria, for being on today's live stream. Thank you, Claudia, for being here today. Thank you, Dan, for being on today's stream. Thank you, Short Stacked, for being here today. Thank you, Gang Activity. Thank you, Raiders, for being here today. Who else was on? Thank you, Sapphire, for being on today's live stream. It was a pleasure having you. Thank you, Forgiveness, for being on today's live stream today. Thank you, Cam, for being here today. Thank you, Dat Boy, for being on today's live stream today. Thank you, Mick Swagger, for being on today's stream. Thank you, Alexander, for being on today's live stream today. Thank you, Josh, for being on today's live stream. Thank you, 3J, for being here. Thank you, Terry. I know I didn't shout out everyone, but I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. As always, thank you so much for making the Uniquely Mia channel part of your evening. Hello. How are you doing, C? Glad you could be here. Love the emojis. Drake said, all right, see you tomorrow around 8 a.m. Yes, I will start the live stream around 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. So any time between that, I'll start the stream for you guys between that time frame. And thank you, as always, guys, for making Uniquely Mia channel part of your day. Remember to stay positive. And if you would like more of Uniquely Mia after the live stream, definitely check out some of my full nutritional YouTube videos, / YouTube shorts and prior live streams. So as Uniquely Mom, Queen Mother always says,
tell him how when he wants to rob you of your joy.
Yup. Bye, guys. See you guys soon. Stay positive. Thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your evening, morning, or afternoon.